mean,
Alright.
I figured it out. I managed to show up from a completely different house without a PC even.
Exactly. Alright,
'Cause
so
I'm
we are
full.
live.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we are live, and to those of you who are avid listeners may realise that that is not a usual voice. Isn't that right, Jamie?
I don't know. Depends.
Okay.
No, it's not. That might be the voice in their head. You never know.
Never know. Okay.
It's the conch Harlan was talking about.
I might need to turn Ghaakt up for this, so I am going to note down 43% for next, just in case. Actually, no, it won't matter because you'd be getting a new headset anyway if you ended up getting a replacement. So
Yeah, I'm probably going to do it this week because one unforeseen consequence of my current setup is that I'm yelling a little bit because I've got earbuds stuck in my ears separate from the headset that's recording my voice.
it's not ideal. So
No.
Okay.
yeah, rip. All right. Anyway, welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with Sudz.
Hello.
No Harlan, because Harlan's unfortunately his computer finally died. And then he revived it yesterday, and now it can't load anything. So, grip Harlan. Sam got himself drunk before St. Patrick's Day. He's an idiot, and now he can't join the stream. Not because he's drunk, but because he's too drunk, and he said himself he's in a bad state. Simon.
Yep, I'm here.
Will.
I am alive.
Hello.
Infernal.
Hello.
And finally, our new addition, Jamie.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah.
So I will be getting back if anybody's too quiet. Hopefully everything was okay. Matt did say he was on stream, so hopefully that should be okay. And there wasn't an unsolicited ad. All good? All right. Cool beans. All right then. So, usual announcements. First off, you may notice the table is different. I have made some modifications because they needed more rolling space with Jamie joining. So yes, there's Jamie's little area, and everyone's got their own little area. And for now, these two won't need to be used because they ain't here. They ain't joining this adventure. Everybody else is though. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Need room.
You need a room.
Hang on a second.
No, I moved to dice back and said I need room.
Oh. Let's see. Is there anything else that needs to be noted? I fixed Windows. No longer updates and breaks my computer during the middle of a stream. Thank you, Internet, for telling me how to do that. Look, this is the little victories, right?
You actually will still do it anyway.
It will try. Hasn't succeeded yet.
Victory.
Victory at any cost, apparently. But yeah. So that's all changed. Otherwise, usual announcement. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for the free service you provide. Go check them out. Always good to have more people go there. And obviously, if you can afford to support them, and you use the service a lot, then that's obviously a great way to show that it's going well. Also, thank you to Zenosa for all the art that has been made. Some new ones which are more relevant to certain backstories, some others which some people might recognize, everyone's favourite, and obviously the snowman tile. So, all manner of good things made there. Any combat maps, or maps like this, have been made in Dungeon Player Studio. Any detailed maps that are more like this have been made in Incarnate. Usual announcements are out the way. Other than that, thank you, Sound Guy. Sound Guy Matt, I will see you on Thursday, if not before. And other than that, I will be potentially over the next couple of weeks. I will be dealing with a story overview of the campaign. This means that I'll probably end up asking potentially a few of my friends to either read off of a script or, if they want to, improv. Basically the storytelling of what has occurred so far. So it will just mean that I'll be able to have maybe a 5-10 minute video which will explain 10 episodes at once and save you guys time rather than watching hundreds of hours of D&D, as I have recently discovered when attempting to upload it. So yeah, that's always good fun.
I'm basically gonna be last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hey. Yep. Like a loading bar with a Kamehame. So, without further ado, I think we shall begin. So, let's get this started then. I'm not going to bother with the proper intro of where we left off last time because no one cares because we're at the Winter Festival now. The party succeeded and they're out of their little dungeon area into the Winter Festival, where we will be contained within a 6-week time skip, including various dungeon delves, activities such as cooking, snowball fighting, building of houses and snowmen, maybe both, and other potentially fun things. But regardless, the party, as they currently stand, Bern, Ghaakt, Malcom, and Queglod, you've all grouped together. Malcom has brought the point to you that he has been given the last pieces of information that he needed in order to retrieve various items and complete certain loose ends that he needed to do so in order to get his full reward. He mentions this to everybody. Elsyan's off doing his own thing, and Sasha's too busy crafting to apparently care. While this is all going on, however, Bern has woken up from his food coma, and this happens about 3 days after the waking up of Bern. During that time, Malcom and Bern, you both went out and you saw Rook participating in the arena. Seeing Rook fight 1v1 versus a troll and successfully bring it down with not breaking a sweat, really, you decided that maybe that you would take him with you in your endeavours to go underground. So, having the conversation with Rook, you spoke to him. Rook was willing to join you, and so you have all headed underground, and you are now back in a familiar place for you, Malcom. You can, all of you can see ahead of you what looks to be the kind of broken up stone floor, layers of dust, stalagmites and stalactites, and the rough wall which seems to open up into a darkened cavern up ahead. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I believe I know where these things should possibly go. If you guys want to follow me.
Yes, if you know the lay of the land, why don't you take the lead?
Yes, I'll follow.
What are these things that we're going down here for?
I pull out the pieces of the puzzle type thing.
Okay. You watch as Malcom pulls out from his robe and cloak what looks to be
I'll be right back.
3 square, kind of curved corners, square cut slabs of stone with what looks to be very precise groove marks set into it. One looks remarkably like a foot, the other a tail, and then another one is kind of hard to tell what it is. It's just a small triangle off of the edge of the box. As you kind of look at them, Malcom kind of holds them up and does his best to position them in his hands to show that they are a portion to a piece of a puzzle. And that they must go somewhere.
Uh-huh. Where is the puzzle? You know?
I'm
Go back, good.
I'm not totally sure where they go. But I believe looking to where I found the original pieces that I had might give some clue.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well,
Alright.
why don't you take the lead then?
Yes.
Alright, where you
Start
headed?
heading towards here.
Okay. Making your way forward, are you going stealthily or are you walking out in the open with light up? Something to note, Rook, you currently can't see unless someone has light active.
I'll have light active on my weapon.
Okay. You see this large golden spear floating up ahead where it seems to radiate a bright light, allowing you to see in these darkened caverns.
Thank you.
Just so you can tell what everybody looks like, by the way, Infernal was playing a character known as Bern, a human individual, orange hair and handlebar mustache, fairly thin, but however seems to have a aura of magic about him, and controls a large weapon that he uses for his for the attacks that he needs to make. Ghaakt is a relatively handsome half-orc, open front shirt, with quite a lot of a kind of a glamorous look to him or her. You can't quite tell. Purplish hair with a flower in it, and what's strapped to their back is a large stone viol. One of the large bass-like violin-shaped ones that you can get. He's got a large stone version of that strapped to his back. Queglod is a fairly small halfling, with what looks to be a large staff and a dark crystal lantern that she holds and has on her shoulder. She generally seems to keep herself to herself, but she seems relatively friendly otherwise. And Malcom is a red tiefling with horns that curve up and to the side, with what looks to be general grass or leafy and fur clothing. You would recognize this as general wear of a druid from the Barren Lands.
Right, okay.
You can scroll up in the Dawn Secret chat and you can find them.
Yeah, you can get the general looks of what they look like in the Dawnseeker chat. If you have... Can you see previous messages posted?
God, the Discord. That's a whole different kettle of fish. Me trying to work that one out. Right, Dawn Seeker. Open. I've got. Planning will begin soon. I can.
Is that it? Or can you see all of it?
I can see something Malcolm's new fighting style. What the hell? Yeah, I think I can
Just
see.
keep scrolling up.
Oh my god.
Keep scrolling up and you'll find some pictures of some people.
And it has their names above each picture.
Scrolling. Hold
You
them
can
up.
forget behold.
Oh, got it. Right, yep. Cool. I see it. Bam. Right. All of these look very familiar. I'm trying to just realised. Bam. Cool. Rightio.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, so, now that you have been properly introduced to the party, where would you like to go? And how would you like to go, I should say? Are you going stealthily? Are you going loud?
Well, I mean, we have light emanating from this thing, so no real point to going stealthily, and still going here.
Okay. As you proceed to travel forward,
when we get to about this point, I point off in this general direction and say there's an Umberhawk in that direction somewhere.
Fun. Well, have to be careful of that then.
We don't want to run into the same problem we did earlier.
What is that?
You probably wouldn't have met an Umberhawk in your travels.
Well, I found out a easier way to deal with them.
Oh,
Apparently slicing off their antenna makes it easier to deal with them.
Okay.
That is what I remember Avod saying, right?
Yes. If you slice off their antenna and then you damage the front portion of their face, it prevents them from confusing.
well,
as they use a mild, arcane and disruptive technique that's just natural to their evolution. That if you damage either or both components, it causes the effect of it to disappear or become weaker at the very least.
Right. Slice.
Okay.
Right.
So you continue walking on this way?
Yep.
Okay. Marching order. As is, or
Well, I have to be first. I have to be.
you have
at
to be
least-
leading. Yep. Metallurgy will be there.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go.
Remember, Rook is a fighter.
Oh yeah,
Do
that's
you
true.
want me to go more
Yeah.
towards the front?
oh, yeah.
Sure, I'll go behind Malcolm.
No.
Actually, I'll go
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
Queglod,
get there eventually.
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go in a line with.
I'll go behind Queglod so nothing attacks us from the back.
Okay.
Yeah, have a stronger rear guard. Yeah.
Okay, so with the metallurgy going first, and following around, you all continue on this way. As you get to about here, those with relatively high passive perceptions. So no, that doesn't work. Not as well. Those with relatively high passive perceptions without Elsyan, that would be Malcom. Yeah, Malcom, because everybody else is 12 or lower. Yeah.
I have 13 for Felipe.
Okay, you have 13 with Felipe. My apologies.
That's fine.
But yeah, you hear what sounds to be almost a dragging sound of metal on stone, and as you aren't being subtle, you hear this sound of like as if something has noticed your presence with the bright light as you hear the dragging in this direction.
Which direction?
I can already assume that
direction.
it's safe, so don't really have to worry about that.
So what are you going to do?
We should be fine. Last time I was here, it didn't bother us. Can I roll a history check to try and remember what that thing was?
Go
I
ahead.
forgot to name it.
Okay. You remember it was a rust monster.
Rust monster.
I believe you couldn't remember exactly what it did, but it fed on unmagical metal. Or non-magical metal, I should say.
And last time we were here, it didn't even try to bother us,
No, I left you alone.
so we shouldn't have any issues with it.
What about my armor?
You'll be fine. It sounds like it's already got something, so.
Right, okay.
And if it does try to do something, it'll regret it.
We're the same. Let's stay on guard.
Okay.
Alright.
So, lead the way.
You continue traveling around.
Continue through this way.
Continue traveling around and around here. Due to the fact that you're being confident, you do all glimpse as you get to about this point here. You do all glimpse the rust monster from this general area, as it does proceed to approach, but doesn't get innately aggressive, seemingly attracted by the smell of someone's non-magical metal on them, as what looks to be a large, almost lice-shaped creature made of these thick metal carapace pieces that overlap in this rustic orange coloration with these two large antennae that come off of the side of its head. You can see there's a little bit of what looks to be old chainmail hanging out of its mouth.
Wait, rust monsters are that small?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought they were huge.
No, they're medium creatures.
Interesting.
Something that you would know, Bern, because you've been in the underground for basically your entire life. Rust monsters typically come in packs of 15 to 20.
15 to 20.
Yeah. However, they are relatively weak individually, but when in packs, they can bring down a target, and instead of killing the creature, they will opt to steal its equipment and run away.
Yeah, and there was only one that we saw here last time.
Are you sure it's only one?
I take another look around.
Make
See
me a
if I
perception
can
check.
see any more.
Usually they're not just one.
Okay, that's 13.
From what you can tell, there seems to be only one. You can't hear any others, and these things are loud when they move. They
Yeah.
can't really stealth.
Seems to be only one.
That's unusual.
And I can't really speak with it since it's not a beast.
Alright, well.
Well, there could
Let's
be a number
continue
of
on
reasons
then.
for it. Yeah.
It does seem to... I can't see it, so... Actually.
From your current position, you can't see it, but you can hear it.
Is it coming towards us?
It's kind of come up to the base area, but it hasn't moved beyond that. It seems to be kind of evaluating whether it should or shouldn't attack. It can see there's multiple of you, can see that some of you are armed with magical stuff, and it seems to be just smelling the few members of your party who have or non-magical metal on them.
We should continue.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
Okay. Making your way around the
Just in case it does try to move, or just in case it does try to attack us, I get ready to check it.
I'm looking at the back, don't worry.
As
Yeah,
you two move around, and with the rest of your party following, interrupt of course if you wanted to stop anywhere, but it kind of stops here and proceeds to wait.
Can I tell why it's waiting?
Maybe an insight check.
That's plus 3.
Plus 3.
13.
18.
13.
Oh, 13, sorry. It seems to be just evaluating, but it doesn't seem scared of you guys. It just seems to be waiting for something. You're not entirely sure of what the something is, but it's waiting.
I'll just hurry up with what you're doing. You might be waiting for more people to show up, or more of its kind.
Okay.
I are
Perhaps it'd
looking
be an
around.
idea to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and look. You
I'll
guys go
stay
get
with,
the.
yeah, I'll stay with you then in that case.
Okay. Two of you waiting there.
I start looking around in the general area for if there's a place that they would go to.
Who's they?
The pieces.
Oh, you already know it was down here.
Yeah, I know. I was looking if there was a place where they would actually go into. Because this is where I found them.
That's oh, right, that is true. Never actually found the place where they're located. Make me an investigation check then. Rook and Ghaakt, would you like to do anything during this time, or are you just guarding?
No, just keep an eye out what's around.
9.
9. Okay. It takes you the better part of 10 minutes. You go over, you retrieve these ones if you haven't already got them on you.
I took the 3 that were there, and
had the
that's
other
how
3
they knew what they were.
Where do you begin investigation first?
Well, I start up here.
Okay. Okay, looking in this area, there doesn't seem to be anything. As you continue to travel down over the course of the next 10-15 minutes, the rust monster, by the way, hasn't moved. It's standing there and watching. Within 10 as you two are standing there, keeping what it believes to be a safe distance.
Okay.
During this time, you two are keeping an eye out. So Ghaakt and Rook, I would like you to make me perception checks. So just roll a d20 and add your perception.
D20.
Yep.
Oh, flip.
Yep, that one. Might want to space out your dice a bit more.
18, and then add my perception.
Perception, yes. Was that a natural 20 on your part, Ghaakt? You're muted.
Where is perception?
Hello? Ghaakt? Okay. We can't hear you. It doesn't seem like it's lost your mic or something.
Perception, I think mine's 1.
Look in your attributes at the bottom, just below charisma. The space below charisma, there will be right next to it perception in these skills.
No, because he's got all his stuff on his overlay.
Is it-
Oh, you said he didn't have to leave his core page, so
No,
I
he
thought
doesn't have to
that's-
leave his overlay page.
Right, so
Yeah.
if it's underneath nature and above performance, it's
under.
1.
Yes. Yeah. You can see the name to the left of it. It's.
Cool. Yeah,
you can see
that's
it.
cool. Right, so I've got 19 in total.
19. Okay. With that and Ghaak's natural 20. One moment. Okay. With the natural 20 and between the natural 20 and the 19, you can kind of listening and kind of looking around. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest in the area, and there don't seem to be any creatures or holes that the creatures would come through, and there doesn't seem to be any signs of burrowing. Ghaakt gets the same impression. Looking around, there doesn't seem to be anything that's burrowing or preparing to attack in any way. Hello? Oh, we can hear you.
What did I see? Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
We can hear
Okay.
you. With your natural 20, you are certain that there is nothing else other than the rust monster in the area.
There's absolutely nothing
There's
here.
absolutely nothing, so you are perfectly safe. However, after the 10-15 minutes transpires, you can see Malcom finds what looks to be 6 slight grooves in the wall, where you would potentially put these in.
Okay.
Right.
I believe the puzzle was the shape of a dragon, right?
You want to put that in? You can.
Yeah. That's what I believe it to have been.
Okay. A lot of rustling and typing off on your end, Ghaakt. There we go, stopped. And now there's constant transmission on his end, but we can't hear it, which is never good. Alright. So yeah, as you place each of the squares into their respective locations, as you already know, you set it up, and you all hear, or at least those who are keeping watch, hear a kind of a click and shift as you watch as Malcom pushes and a portion of the wall slides in on itself. As it does, you see. Well, actually, no. First, I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
30 saving.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. And now a
that
con
is-
saving throw, please. I can tell you
Dude,
now.
and I'm not proficient.
That's
Okay,
success. Okay.
that one should be.
So you don't take. Well, as you open the door and you push it open, the door is pushed. You push it all the way open. As it swings open, you hear a ting, and you watch as the last bit of a wire slides into a hole in the wall. As it does, you look in and you can see from the opposite side there is this tiny hole, and a crossbow bolt fires out. The bolt does maximum damage against you, which is 16 points of piercing. As the bolt sticks into your side as you hold it there. Luckily for you, you are naturally quite resilient, and you don't take the additional poison damage from the bolt being stuck in your side.
Just curious, how much poison damage would I have taken?
3d10
Oh goodness.
plus the
Huge.
2d8 you just took from the bolt itself. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I've rolled max.
Do we hear
Oh,
him?
that's right.
Do we hear him yelp or anything?
Yeah, you hear as there's a sound of a click. Ah! As you watch as Malcom takes a step back out of the room, and you can see he's got a little bit of a bolt stuck in him. He kind of reaches down, looks at it. He says a little bit of seeping blood.
All right, hold still, hold still.
I can take care of it.
Sounds so defensive.
I'm a druid. I'm supposed to be able to take care of this stuff.
Control over all wood.
Control wood.
Leave my
New
body at
5th level
once.
spell.
Just tell it to leave.
Alright, what did either of you want to do?
Well, I first I take a pebble and use the light cantrip on it and toss it in.
Okay. You light up the pebble, toss it in. It hits the back of this wall as it's only about 5 foot in, and it just falls to the ground in front of you. You can see that behind the door itself, on the right-hand side, there seems to be a small alcove, and you can see, just from this general thing, you can see the corner of something.
Alright. Rook, can you come here for a sec?
Yes, I can.
I was wondering if you could switch with Bern. We might need him in here.
Yeah, sure. Right. That's up here, yes?
Yes.
Yes, this one.
So, swapping with Bern, if Bern will allow it.
Okie dokie.
Sure.
You head back down.
What do you need me for?
While this is happening, actually, Queglod, you note the rust monster as Rook comes up to kind of stand watch. You watch as its feelers begin to slightly twitch towards Rook. It doesn't seem to be aggressive. It seems to just still be waiting, but it's noted his presence.
Okay. Well, yeah. Shouldn't be too surprising, I guess.
There might be language in here that we might not be able to read. And so I believe it would be best to have you here.
Wait, what can't you reach?
I said there might be language in here we might not be able to read.
Ah! I misunderstood, sorry.
No problem. And with that, go inside.
Okay.
Where was the door, by the way?
The stone door kind of swung to the right. It was inlaid in the wall. The door has swung to the right, and on the inside you can see the small hole which the bolt came out of on the other side. And round the corner you can just about make out the corner of something. Who is heading in?
I'll go in and I'll use.
I'll follow him in.
You won't be able to
also
follow
go
him
in.
It's 5 feet.
Oh.
It's a 5 foot thing. You'll be able to barely squeeze in it on your own. So.
Oh, that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a wardrobe.
I thought it
It's a
was
good thing.
I thought it was a room.
No, it's a wardrobe.
It's a good thing Elsyan isn't here, otherwise
Oh,
he'd
no.
be trying to squeeze up in
Malcolm's
there.
gonna come out of the closet.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, door closes behind Malcolm, stuck on the other side. Have fun solving the puzzle, guys. As Malcolm starves. Alright, so, you head inside, Malcolm?
Yeah, and I guess I light up Lighthouse a little bit more.
Okay, you light up Lighthouse and you have a look in. Looking around the corner, you can see what looks to be a wooden chest placed up against the wall, a fairly large wooden chest. And you can see written on the wall in a language you don't understand is something.
Bern, can you read this?
Alright. Let me check. I've become a dictionary now.
Okay.
I go in and I read it.
You don't know any of the languages.
Comprehend languages?
Okay. Cast and comprehend languages. This is written in Thieves' Cant.
Oh.
And you can see written on the top, it says list of wares, colon, and then underneath it, it says values from Reaper's Spiral.
Do you tell me this?
It then
Yeah,
has
read it.
it then has a figure next to it saying 1500, and then it has a squiggly line after it.
Okay. So, wait. Value from what?
From Reaper's Spiral.
Reaper Spark. Have you heard of this?
No, none of you have.
Have I ever heard of it?
Nope.
Alright, I write it down on a piece of paper. Do have paper. Well.
Okay, you write it down. Values from Reaper's Spiral. You still got a chest in front of you.
Oh, there's a chest.
I was just wondering what it said. I didn't want to miss a warning.
So
Can
Bern,
I
as you're
open
currently in there, did you want to do anything?
Do we open the chest?
Yep, you go to open the chest, and then you see the obvious padlock below it.
Only we had a rogue. No.
No problem! Wait. Do I think I could cut that? Or break it?
Is it like a regular padlock?
It looks to be.
Okay. Don't worry, I got this.
Okay. Guess we switch places again.
Okay, you switch places again.
This fucking two guys switching places is not a quote.
Hey, look, you came out the closet too.
Okay, so Malcolm, you head inside.
I changed Lighthouse to the things.
Okay, taking Lighthouse, breaking it over your knee into the two-bladed katars. Make me 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe that was
One,
it.
as you go to make the strike with your first attack, the blade doesn't manage to cut and groove into it. But the second one, as you kind of cut through, you make a nice worked cut through one side of the padlock, and you just slide it out.
Alright. Open up the chest then.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw. You're dealing with Thieves Guild, and you don't check for traps.
Aha!
What's your total?
That is a 6. Wait.
16?
I mean, yeah, that's a 16.
Okay. Pass. Just. Still take half damage.
That's fine. At least I won't take full damage.
That's
I
true.
know full damage would probably kill me.
Okay,
That's a
what hits him this time?
As you you hear from outside the room, there's a ching, the removal of a padlock as it kind of rattles around in the metal, and then you hear the opening as you hear a as what looks to be this blackish gas is released from the rim of the chest itself, which goes up into Malcolm's face. He holds his breath, a little bit gets in, but not enough to cause any real damage, as the 25 damage you would have taken is halved to 12 necrotic damage, as you feel your lungs burn and the dust fades away. Also, Ghaakt, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yep, very loud. when you're typing.
Oh no.
After the mishap, I'm currently using my iPod as the microphone.
Yeah, it's very loud when you type.
Yeah, because it's resting on my desk.
Yeah. Anyway, as you open it up, you take 12 points of necrotic damage, and inside, on what looks to be a thin line of velvet or silk, you can see 3 objects. You can see a smaller box with what looks to be a metallic rim around the outside, and again an additional lock on the front of it. You can see... actually, no. You can see 3 boxes, sorry. First one, which has the metallic rim around the outside and the lock on the front of it. You can see 2 additional ones which look less impressive, more of a curved top mini chest, also with locks on.
Interesting.
It said they were worth around. I would assume that would be 1,500 gold.
I check for traps before picking up a box this time.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
I'm not dying to traps, I hope.
God.
Come on, investigation.
Okay.
Aha!
You find 4 traps. 1 on each
Okay.
of the mini chests, and you are very careful to notice this as you lift up the middle chest, the one which looks especially unique. You note that there is a slight indent in the silk underneath, and as you look you can see a small vent leading up from the base of the chest. You imagine another form of that black smoke you just managed to resist. And you realize that the idea is probably to take the entire chest with you, rather than take each individual item.
Okay. Ghaakt!
Yeah.
We need strengths.
What?
We need strengths.
Strength.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm kind of the strongest person here now. Well,
Before he
actually.
comes in here, I'm gonna check underneath of the chest, the bigger chest, to see if it might be trapped itself.
Underneath the bottom of the chest is not trapped. I'll say that carries over from your previous investigation.
Just making sure.
I appreciate you taking all the acid to the face and the bolts in your ass to make sure that we don't get hurt, Malcolm.
The chest weighs 25 pounds, and it is a large object, which means... Well, not a large object in size, but it's a larger object, which means that if you wish to carry it, you're going to have to put it down in combat. If you're using a two-handed weapon. If you're using a one-handed weapon, you could carry it and one other weapon. Unless you have rope or chain to strap it to your back.
I think I might have
No,
some
we
rope.
have rope.
Yeah, I got rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
With
We got plenty of rope.
whatever length of rope that you have, I'm going to say Ghaakt and one other make me a sleight of hand check for tying the rope properly.
Okay, I don't have rope, but I'm sure someone has rope.
Let's see, what's my sleight of hand?
In all honesty, Malcolm, yours is probably the way to go, because looking at everybody's dex scores,
Okay.
You wouldn't want
I
me
mean,
handling
mine's a
anything.
14. That ain't bad.
Alright.
Still. Okay.
Okay. That's a 13.
Should be a 14. You have a 16 in your dex. Oh, wait, no.
No, I have a 14 in my dex.
Yes, no, sorry, I was looking at Sam's score, not yours. There are 3 S's in a row. It's very confusing. So, you tie the rope securely around Ghaakt. He now has a large chest on his back.
Well, this is the main reason I wanted to come down here. I know... Okay, move back up here to the others.
You move back up, you can still hear what sounds to be the faint grinding of metal on stone as this thing is slowly moving about, but doesn't seem to be shifting at all from its location.
Yeah, it's been more or less just waiting there.
For the
Whole
full 15-20 minutes-ish.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to give us much trouble, though we should still stay on guard. It looks like you
Yeah,
found what you were looking for.
Yep. Right here, I turn around. Careful, being very careful not to like.
It's not magical.
Hmm?
The chest itself isn't magical, right?
Looking at it, no.
That might be in there.
What might be a what, sorry?
Said that might be an issue.
How come? Oh.
It's non-magical.
Well, what's the chest made out of?
Wood. The hinges and the
Oh,
lock are made
wood.
of metal.
Oh, I thought it was...
No,
I
it's
thought
the
it
hinges and the lock are made of metal, but the...
Okay, then never mind. We'll be fine. Do you guys want to explore this place a little bit more, or do you guys just want to head back?
I mean,
I know...
While we're here, we should probably take a look at it.
I heard there was a pretty neat underground little pool to take a look at.
Yeah, but there's also Marrow living.
Marrow, you say?
Who?
Yes, it's not pleasant.
Alright, I now really want to go down there.
Why? It's not pleasant down there. Really not pleasant. There are lots of things with sharp teeth. It's very scary for a fog.
If only Harlan was here to cast Word of Radiance.
Damn it.
I mean,
So what do you do?
well, I want to explore, but if you guys want to head back, I'm fine.
Well, we can... Oh,
I'll explore with you.
2 for explore.
Yeah, if there's things you want to look at, it makes sense to do it while we're all here.
So, explore it is then. Alright, I do inform them about the... There were 2... Yeah, there were 2 more hookers down this way.
Which one? Oh, no.
The south side. There were also
Because
two.
it's-
There were also 2. There was one here and there was one here when you last came here, and then there was also there were 2 here from what you could tell, and you only got up as far as here.
I only really wanted to
Actually,
look
we
over
went
here.
around this way.
Yeah, but you
Because
also
remember
took
I did-
yours. Yeah, but I remember you spider Malcolm through here,
Oh yeah, that's
and then
right.
you stopped there and you came back because you saw the hook horrors.
And I could tell that the big ear thingy was there, but I couldn't tell what it was.
You couldn't tell where it was, but you knew there was an Umber Hulk down there. So, where do you head
Alright.
next?
Now I just want to go over here.
Then I guess we're heading over there.
Okay, same marching order as before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since I know the
Where are we
way.
going?
To the water pool. Heading ahead.
Makes sense.
As you travel round the Rust monster kind of pulls itself back a bit and stops there before kind of moving to this point here and watching from that corner as you keep on traveling by. It seems to get to here, and then it just stops, and then as you continue on, it moves back and continues chomping.
It might have been protected.
Mm. You said they normally live in packs then, Bern.
Yes, there's usually around 15 to 20.
Probably
Yeah.
That's
Probably
what
wasn't
I've
feeling very.
seen
Yeah. It
normal.
probably wasn't feeling very brave without its friends here to help it.
I don't think it has any friends left.
Exactly.
There was a... I don't know what caused it, but there... I forgot what they were called. The things that me and Behold came down here to kill.
Stalagmites.
Stalagmite.
Yep.
Yeah. There were stalagmites down here that had lost their nest. Don't know what destroyed it, but whatever destroyed it might have killed its friends.
Just for an image of a stalagmite, it is basically a termite, but the outside of it is basically made of hardened rock and just with razor sharp portions of its body, allowing it to burrow through the earth pretty quickly, and spits acid quite regularly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but we killed all the ones that were down here that we knew of.
But they were feasting on something when you came here originally.
I believe it was
Hook horror.
yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I thought it was Quickcore.
So, heading through this area, you traveling unstealthily. As you get to here, you can hear the sounds of clicking off in the distance, coming from this direction.
This very familiar clicking.
Yes, it is the clicking of hook horrors. And I'm going to say, Queglod, with your vision and the fact that you're looking for them, you can see that there are two hook horrors currently kind of embedded in the wall at the top. They're large hooks kind of in place in the stone above them.
Okay. There's two waiting down there, I can see. Probably more nearby as well.
Well, last time we were here, there were at least 4.
What you also see, Queglod, with your dark vision, is looking ahead at the water. You can see what look to be a few rats around the edge of the water, just drinking away.
Okay.
As you keep moving forward, the rats can just scatter off into various holes in the wall left by the stalagmites as you are now at the water's edge. Looking down, you can see the murky water as it then proceeds to give way into what looks to be a slight funnel, to where there's about a 10-foot wide darkness of a hole, which then just goes straight into something downwards.
On the way through, did it look like the 2 corpses were gone from here? Because remember when we were running back through, we pulled the 2 hook horrors.
Did you want to go and check?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Okay, you go over and they are gone.
Okay.
Wait, what's gone?
The 2 bodies you used as a bridge because Behold's afraid of water.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh
I
no,
forgot.
Bessie was afraid of water. My apologies.
Yeah, Bessie, yes.
Yeah, it's the 3-headed hellhound that they took for a walk. That's
Yes.
how this all started. They took the dog for the walk, got rid of an infestation, and proceeded to loot old drop sites. Yeah.
And make 4,000 gold in one go.
Yeah, from stealing an artifact from some
Marrow.
innocent marrow.
Innocent my butt. You know what they were doing.
I know. So, what do you do?
So, you guys really want to go down there?
I'm
I was
fine with
thinking more
going
of just
now.
like a little bit of fishing.
Uh, do we? How deep is it?
What's a rough estimate?
It
What's
was-
a rough estimation of what I remember?
It goes down. This small pool goes down about 15 feet, and then when it gets into the hole, it goes down from what you can remember, anywhere from maybe 40 to maybe 80 feet, and the entire place is submerged.
Yeah, that. It's fairly deep. And filled with heat
What do you do?
and I mean, if they really want to go down there, then I cast water breathing.
Okay. Malcom
Okay,
forms
I
the
guess if
symbols. Water breathing is cast. All of you who are currently there can breathe, including Felipe.
Cool.
Breathe.
Yep. So you can all now breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Malcolm just walks in.
Okay. Malcom walks in.
Ghaakt.
Alright.
Ghaakt takes their morphs their special leather-studded armor into a lovely pair of speedos,
Okay.
and takes out the spear, the weapon they've had that they've never used,
Okay.
and dives on in.
Okay. Because that won't be
Yes,
affected by the water.
Nope.
I
Yes.
jump on my spear and then dive in.
Okay. You go in using it like
If I
one of those water jet
yeah,
things.
Yes.
I assumed I would have had it up already, but if not, I will activate Mage Armor, and then I'll
Yeah. You have
try and
active.
follow along as best I can.
Yeah, you have it active always as you cast Mage
Yeah.
Armor. You follow in. Rook.
Is that spear still lit up?
Yes, it
It's gone
is,
for a
and you can
dive.
see it disappear into the water.
Okay,
Does
well-
the lighthouse still emanate light?
Yeah.
From the one gem?
Yeah, from the lighthouse gem. Yes, light is still emanated.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna jump in and just plummet, probably.
Follow the
my weight.
As you jump in, as one of the few people wearing heavy armor, the rest of you all jump in. You all breathe in. There's that moment of panic of drowning before the heavy liquid kind of settles into your form, and it's very concerning. Malcolm's a bit more used to this due to wild shape and having been in swim
Right.
speeds.
It's a frog.
But the rest of you, this is very unpleasant. However, as this happens and you begin swimming forward, you watch as there's a swoosh from above, and you watch as a rook breathes in and just begins to just zoom past you slightly, going towards the bottom of this small divot. You're the first to hit the shingle. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Flipping heck, right, that's a D20, yeah?
D20 plus your dex save, which should be just to the left of your health. Oh, hit R a few times. There you go.
Oh, right, can't click on it, right. And it's a dexterity, which is 6.
Yep, so that is that's
20.
a 6. That's a 20 total. As you drop down, you find your footing on the top of the loose shingle here, and you don't slide towards the hole or fall in. The rest of you eventually all land around him.
Well, on the way down, I'm gonna cast a we'll go 3rd level cure wounds
On who?
on myself.
You cast 3rd level cure wounds on
I'm
yourself as you heal 3d8 plus 5.
I'm just gonna
You take care of that. Who would like to take the initiative here then?
borrow these.
I'm gonna conjure up my dancing lights and then send them down the hole.
16.
Okay. You conjure up your dancing lights as they float down into the darkness below. You note a responsive light as you look down, and you can see almost in a synchronized turning on. You can see lights just glow as your dancing lights go down there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna converge. I'm gonna merge them all together to form a humanoid shape and see what happens.
Okay. You merge it to form a humanoid shape. Nothing seems to happen for the few moments that it's left down there.
It's 3d8 plus what?
Plus 5. Because it's plus your wisdom modifier. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Yo.
Right, so
So we're
Well, I'm out of my element, so I'm kind of just waiting for someone to do something.
Probably
Yeah,
a good
you-
idea if you
after
don't,
Malcom
you know,
goes, he
go
goes
down
in.
the hole.
might not be an easy way for you to get back up.
No, not quite.
He can swim. It's just a matter of like he didn't need to for
Yeah.
the section. Your
Um,
speed isn't impacted by you wearing heavy armor.
Okay.
Um,
So-
Yes. Is it-
What was said? Because Discord stop.
nothing was said. It wasn't Discord stopped. Nobody said anything.
Yeah. So Ghaakt, you've sent your
Yeah, nothing
lights
seems to be.
down.
There are. You said there were other lights down there.
Yes. Other lights lit up. As,
Can I tell if they're the orbs that were down there?
looks like it. It's the same kind of light.
Oh,
Think
it's
maybe it might be a mirror. reflecting back
from
the
what I
lights?
remember, they looked exactly like the one that Behold had taken, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're the I can't remember exactly what they were called, but they allowed the people to see through them. Can I roll a history check on it?
Go ahead, I guess.
I
You
can't
can't-
remember what the name of it, the orb was, because I did do the
I'd say make it a
The-
disadvantage for this, because this was a behold thing.
but I made the check on it.
I know,
did
but
the,
this is over a month ago. So,
and I fail. Great.
yeah. You can't remember what these things are called. So, what do you guys do?
Okay. Well, do we want to head down then?
we should be careful though.
Who's going first?
If we go down there, it'll be a pretty tough fight against Marrow in water.
So, just so the people who aren't aware, I'm going to update you on what being underwater does. Your movement
Right.
speed is halved. Any attacks which aren't made with a spear, or a trident, or a harpoon, or a crossbow are made with disadvantage. All ranged attacks have half range. And this is all if you don't have a swimming speed, which none of you do. And
Hey Malcom,
yeah, no, that's all of it.
there's a pretty good spell for this.
Alright,
Polymorph.
Yeah.
attack disadvantage. Yikes.
Yeah, I guess I need to go through the list and see what I can turn into again.
You're looking for creatures with an innate swimming speed.
Yeah. That are, I believe it's half my level.
Okay, so while Malcolm's figuring that out, who's doing what? I'm going to say Malcolm and Bern because you two are the ones figuring out these. So, Ghaakt, Queglod, and Rook, what are you doing? You see a hole before you. You see that there's lights down there now, so Rook, you're able to see.
Cool. What's down there except for the lights? Is there anything else
You
down there?
looking down, you can see what looks to be just like a muddy soot floor, or silt floor, sorry, and a little bit of natural green life.
Right.
Actually,
okay.
no, not green. A little bit more of a darker black color.
Right. Well, I'm gonna wait because I don't want to be the first to jump down and not know what I'm getting into.
Why not? Adventurous.
Ah,
So Queglod and Ghaakt, are you doing anything?
I'm going to see if I can project my voice down there in like a little ripple wave.
Okay. As you perform a shout of some kind down into the down through the hole, your voice projects. It echoes once, but you don't see any reaction from down below. Queglod?
Well, since Malcolm, you have been here before, right?
Yes, I'm trying to figure something out.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah.
help me
So I
in
was
this
planning on following your lead then, if you know what you want to do. Certainly, I don't want to be the one leading the charge because I'm a warlock.
Bern, are you doing anything?
Well, I was planning on heading on first with Rook.
okay, then in that case, do you want to go together?
Sure.
Well, one has to go at a time because the hole's not big enough for people.
Right. Okay.
That is
Well,
correct.
Guess I'll go straight on.
Simultaneously then. So you then I'll jump
Okay.
if that's what you'd like.
And then I'll go after Rook.
Okay.
Right.
Bern, who floats
Okay.
down on his spear, followed by Rook, who drops down and proceeds to fall slightly faster. However, counteracting the weight of the armor, you do manage to slow your descent. Followed by Malcom, who heads down, followed by Ghaakt, and then followed by Queglod. As you head down, the lights illuminate the cavern before you. You see a rough cavern wall completely submerged in water. You see 6 large columns, with what looks to be these large, kind of light, spherical lanterns, covered in natural life of seaweed and that kind of thing that wraps around it, floating about 5 feet off of the top of the pillars, just suspended in the water. The pillars going forward leads to what looks to be a temple-looking building. And looking around the rest of the vicinity around this area, you can see what looks to be ruins of almost like a wall in various areas. It's patchy and broken, but you can see alcoves and hollowed out areas which would have formed original tunnels going through these walls. But the entire thing is just submerged.
Right.
Alright, well,
Alright
let's
then.
see.
So there's 6 columns.
That's
yes.
the area where they were placing the meat, right? Where
In
their
the
little...
temple.
Yeah.
A few other things which does very much disturb you, Queglod, and brings back a lot of bad memories. You can see what looks to be skeletons wrapped in rope, currently being... a few of them are slightly floating off of the floors. They're kind of the ropes tied around them and then bolted or strapped to the floor of this area, where you see what looks to be small hooks, and they're just floating in the water, kind of back and forth. Complete skeletons, no flesh about them, where they seem to be suspended, and you can see in a few other areas around here what looks to be just skeletons that are strewn across the floor.
Okay.
Very strange. Where have they done that? The skeletons aren't that surprising, but the tied ones are a little strange.
Can I remember where the hole was that they came from? when they
Yes.
came in.
Looking across the way, you can see a slight hole or opening in the across the way past the temple. About 80 feet away from where you currently are, there is a small alcove, opening, where you can see the water continues.
I point to it. That's where they came from the last time. And then they went to the temple. And then swam back after they were done.
Can we see the hole?
I'd say Queglod can see it, but that'll be about it.
Okay.
Should we head
Yeah,
down
it's
there
over
then,
there.
or-
We're gonna go fight them.
I mean, there'd be no point to coming down here.
Alright, we're going in there.
Okay. You
I suppose so.
you begin to swim towards the opening where you believe the Mero to have come from. As you get close to it, you who has the highest perception? That would be so Malcom, as you're going, you and Queglod both actually first, because Queglod has the extra dark vision. You notice movement down by the door to the temple. As you see what looks to be the back of a tail fin, before it flicks on the inside of the doorway. You can see that the doors are ajar. They're kind of jammed open with what look to be rocks, kind of creating a one-way system, which is about the size of a single door.
Okay.
I
Okay, well.
stopped the others
Yeah.
and kind of like word to them that there might be a marrow inside the temple.
Quick point. Malcolm, what was it that brought you and Behold down here the previous time?
We down in this underwater section, or
well,
down in the cave itself.
mostly this temple. You did come down here, right?
Yes, I was curious as to where it led. And so I came down here to check it out, and that's when I saw the marrow down here for the first time and decided to investigate what they were doing. They were doing, I'm guessing it's some type of ritual for them. They were putting meat on a altar type thing and then leaving it.
Okay.
And then I saw a chest that looked like it could possibly have something that they might find valuable, and I took it, left.
Right.
And you had to fight them when you were here before, yes?
No, they didn't
Ah.
notice me when I was here before.
Say.
Otherwise, it would have been quite difficult because I was down here by myself. Behold was still up at the surface.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Right.
Should we go down there then, or?
Well, I guess we should. I mean, if that's what we're down here.
There are more people now.
Bit better equipped, hopefully. So, shall we go?
Of course we are, says Ghaakt, just like on the sidelines wearing nothing but a bikini.
What
Ready
happened
for
to the
battle.
Speedo?
Holding a spear.
What happened to the Speedo? Now you're changing it to a
The
bikini?
The Speedo is a bikini.
Well, let's go then.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start going that direction then. wherever
Okay,
that-
so going forward, I need to know the order in which you're going. So we have Jamie
Oh my
and
god, where have I gone?
Bern at the front.
Me, Sudz, yeah.
Yeah,
You're on your spear still.
I've got my axe out. Just
You've all got your weapons out. That's fine.
Drawn.
Who next? It's a marching order going this way. Sorry, those two are side by side.
Oh, going that way.
'Cause that-
Actually,
Yes.
I'll go in the back. You go ahead in front of me, Queglod.
That's the orientation
Okey-dokey.
of the map.
You can move here.
This is our weird
Doesn't wanna go.
formation.
Or, I mean, if you don't want to go there, then I can just...
No, that's fine. We can go.
All right, so
It's the map I saw earlier.
yep,
How are there bloodstains underwater?
you'll see.
Dun dun dun. There's no water here.
I'm pretty sure I know what this could possibly be, and I don't like it.
Is this all underwater, Chris?
Yes.
How is there bloodstains underwater?
You don't know. You're not there. Be quiet. You wouldn't know. That's all.
Can I get a rough estimate of how big the temple was when I was inside of it?
It's about 10, 20 foot high.
And 20 foot high. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so if you want to go over it, you can. And the top part is partially caved in. It's not perfectly intact.
I can't actually tell how.
So where are you going? Where are you going in? While you do that, I'm going to
Well-
prepare some tiles.
The last time I went in hop. If you guys want to follow my lead, I can cause a distraction. You guys get in.
Nothing.
sure, I'll follow.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you ready?
Huh?
Position yourself where you are currently. If you want to be elevated, let me know, and I will set up an elevation.
So this is the outside, right?
This is the
This is
outside.
the
That's the
outside.
inside.
Okay. So where would the opening for the above part be?
About that.
There.
And you would be coming from this direction. Actually, no, you'd be coming from this direction currently. You'd be about floating up here.
Oh, I'm gonna be over toward this area.
On the ground, or are you going to be elevated?
I'm gonna be elevated. 'Cause I
How
want to try and get in from the top.
How far?
How far up do I have to go to try and go into the top?
20, 25 feet.
Alright, so 20.
Okay. You're going to be elevated about 20 feet there. Everybody else,
I'll be 15.
15 feet off over there. Okay. We'll say you're 20
Over here. Over here.
over there. Okay, let me get you a 5. Do I have a 5? I don't have a 5. We're going to have to make you with 10s.
10. That's fine.
Don't have 5s prepared.
Remember, this
I
is a very
think you're
squat
fine.
world.
This is 3D land, so where do you want to be, and plan how high you're going to be as well.
Just one question before we start.
Uh-huh.
Water breathing isn't concentration, is it?
24
No.
hours.
Okay.
It's dispellable, but it's 24 hours.
Okay, that's fine. Just
Yep, that's
Careful.
why I was fine with using polymorph.
Where's Rook going?
I am not too sure. How difficult is it for me to swim at a height?
Yeah,
With the
imagine
armor
this
on.
one Rook is probably an 0.
It's a 15 feet movement for you, because your movement speed is halved. So, because it rounds down. So it isn't an issue for any of you moving. All of you have the same movement in terms of it's halved because it's difficult terrain because it's water. but none of you are having issues because of armor.
Okay, so it's easy enough for me to
How
climb
does
up.
this work on my spear?
Right.
How does this work on my spear?
You can't move more than half your. You can't move more than your movement on your spear as normal, and you still have the half movement because otherwise you'll fall off because you are not a spear. The spear can travel through the water fine. You, on the other hand, can't.
So I can only travel 15 feet.
Yep.
I'll be about here then, probably about 15 meters? 15 foot away.
Yeah, I'll be about.
It'll be about 10 foot because I don't have a 15
Yeah,
foot.
I'll be.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be.
Actually, no, I lie. I do have it.
About here.
I've just found it. It's on. It's in the wrong area.
Ah!
Bam. Not the spear.
Up, up. And then I'll copy and paste, and I'll get you one as well, Jamie.
Yeah.
Now, are you 15 feet as well?
Yeah.
Ghaakt?
No, I'm just 10.
Okay.
What about you,
Yeah, I'll
Queglod?
stay down the bottom for now, I think. It's no difficulty to swim upwards if necessary.
Okay. Alright, so, with you now in this position, and you doing this, you can hear what sounds to be movement from the inside. Just about.
Somehow.
Yeah, you can hear like faint moving of things. Other than that, is there anything else you wish to do in this current scenario? How do you wish to play?
Is there light inside of here?
No.
No.
Well, what I want to do is I first want to put out the light for Lighthouse and get a little bit closer and try to peek inside and see if I can see how many there are.
From the opening at the top?
Yep.
Okay. Move up to the opening at the top, you peek in, make me a stealth check followed by a perception check, please.
Alright. Stealth check. Okay. That is a... Oop. That is a 15. And perception. Okay.
Natural 20. Looking inside, you can see that there are 3 of them. One of whom is now within 5 feet of you because you have moved up to him, and he has spotted you. As the Mero knew you were coming because they saw you, he has a readied action. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you all to roll initiative, as he is going to make his first 2 attacks against you with his harpoon.
We have they are.
What are we fighting here?
We have where they
Fighting
are.
rare.
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
Oh, I
Uh,
actually got a good.
Alright,
Oh yeah, the dice are down here.
so let me elevate these guys for you.
7.
Oh, that's the wrong type. I wanted the smaller one. There we go.
Some.
What? Okay.
8. It's an 8.
Alrighty then. Have you rolled yours, Jamie?
Nope, hang on.
Your initiative. Alright.
16 and
Your initiative is just below your speed and AC,
Speed and AC, where are we here?
which are in between your skills and saving throws.
Okay. Initiative, oh my god. Ah, it's 2.
Okay. Right, so 25 to 20, anyone? Alright, 20 to 15.
19.
Yeah. 18.
18, okay. 19 on Malcom. Alright, 15 to 10.
14.
14.
And Ghaakt?
8.
8, okay. And now I will roll their initiative. If you guys want to take a break, now's the time to do it.
Make me an initiative order.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah, I'm back in a sec.
Boy.
Make me an initiative order.
Hey, give me a bit. Need to copy the Mero stats over from the previous combats. To go.
Why are there 2 bees up here?
Hmm? Oh, I just moved them over here. I mean, there's 2 orms too.
Oh yeah.
It's gone now. Now there are no. What about if there were no orms? How would that make you feel?
No. No, that would be bad.
I do not
Well,
have.
slated DM.
I do not have the stats for Mero here. Hold on. I need to pillage them from Thursday campaign.
Yes. We have fought these things, and
Oh yeah, we fought our fair share of marrows on Thursday.
Oh, I don't even need to try. I don't even need to do the Control F to find it. It's right there. It's the top of the order. Excellent.
Yeah, we fought our fair share of these.
Yeah. Shame that's not going to help you because you haven't got OP Wilbert with you.
That's true.
Alright, I can delete.
We have OP.
I have.
yeah, can't think of anybody to say.
No one's OP.
Okay.
Yeah, turns out Thursday campaign is a lot more burst than this one.
Yeah, no kidding. Bern, what is your dexterity modifier?
-1.
Okay, in which case you will be going after Queglod unless Queglod says otherwise. As you're both going at the same time
Up to
because you
you.
both got 14.
Yeah, up to you, buddy.
Alright, let me get you your initiative orders. So I need you,
I return.
you,
So what did Jamie get?
Jamie or Rook got an 18.
Yarr.
I'll just put some.
What they
plus.
will get?
8, I think.
Yes.
Unless.
So Malcom got 19, Rook got 18, Queglod and Bern got 14, and then Ghaakt got 8.
8. And
Very
my
good.
turn.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys to battle plan real quick. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I actually need to do the attacks versus Malcom.
Yep.
Malcom, I assume an 11 doesn't hit on the first attack,
Nope.
and then a 10 doesn't hit on the second attack,
Nope.
and that is all it can do because it used its 2 attacks. Okay. So yeah,
Ah.
then it will go back to the initiative order as actually no, we'll get the first attack with advantage because of unseen attacker. Oh no, you're on natural 20. Never mind. I was doing it correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see it. It makes its 2 attacks and it misses both of them as the initiative comes around. I'm gonna let you guys plan. I will let you know that Malcom and Rook, you are going in the order of where you are. The marrow and other stuff come at some point after them.
Cool.
So you two might want to plan what you're going to do on your turn. Remember, you can move 15 feet. I will be right back.
15 feet.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
Not me.
So like,
I can move. How many feet can I move? 50.
Wait, what?
Right.
yeah,
Oh my
hang on
god.
Remind me
Oh,
what form you're in at the moment?
Hmm?
What form are you in at the moment?
Well, I'm currently in my normal form, but once I polymorph, I'm gonna be in a.
yeah, you're gonna be a giant ass shark.
Yep.
Nice.
the one thing these creatures respect: big ass shark.
And it's got a movement speed of 50 in water.
I should really get
Nice.
polymorph. I can turn 2 of us into sharks.
Okay, honestly, I think my my attack should be even more dangerous because you know that whole thing where if you throw a stick of dynamite into the lake, all the fish will die because the vibrations melt their brains. It's like that. I'm gonna
That
melt
would.
their brains with my thunderous yells.
I'll be right back.
I think it usually depends on how big the well is, but yeah.
I mean, a giant shark is a higher CR than a killer whale.
I mean,
Which is fucked up considering killer whales kill more than sharks.
yeah, but it's a giant shark.
I'm
It's like a
back.
regular shark, but
It's a
inflated.
megalodon.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Alright, so
Yes.
So, top of the round, Malcom and Rook. Starting with Malcom. What do you want to do?
Sudz just went, didn't he?
Yes, I just said we are back.
Okay, Rook, what do you want to do?
I'm not entirely sure. Is this a solid wall between me and
Yes.
them?
Yeah, the opening is where Malcom is right now, so it's this area here.
How big is it?
It's
How
enough
many
to
of us can
it's
fit
enough
through
to
it?
fit a large creature through. So it's 2x2, so you can fit 4 people through at the same time,
Okay.
or 1 mirror.
If Sudz polymorphs, how big's that gonna be?
2x2.
2x2, which will block it. However, you
Right,
can
okay.
move through his tile. It will just be half speed again, which will be 5 feet of movement, which means you can't actually pass through his tile.
Right, okay.
How about we just take the front door?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna go round to the front. Walk through the front door.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna move 15 feet towards the front
It could
door.
teleport me and one other person directly in there to make it quicker. I can see the door from where I am.
Okay. How much light's in there?
None.
Right,
However,
okay,
the
so
outs-
it's pointless me teleporting in there
the-
because I can't see anything.
Yeah, the
Well, I
outside.
have my
the out-
light.
The outside
Okay.
area is lit up, but
Right,
the
okay.
inside is not.
Cool.
Your light source will be there. Shortly.
If I could teleport with you, that way I can get close and start hitting something.
Yep. Let's see. Let me double check this distance.
If you're looking at a dimension door, it's 300 feet.
500.
I am back.
And I am, definitely less than 500 feet from that door. In fact, we could probably just go right behind this poor man and just ruin his day.
Yeah.
I'd say because
do
of the nature of the temple, you could, in theory, theorize where a place would be to teleport to. I'd then have to have you ask you to roll a d20, and on a 1 you might teleport into a wall, but otherwise you can theorize roughly how far this is and try and get you to deeper in there if you wish.
If I stand about here-ish, I should be able to see directly into the door.
Yeah, that should be fine.
So yeah, that'd be 1, 2, no, it'd be 1, 2, here.
Yeah.
Here lets me see right in there.
Anyway, Malcolm, what were you doing?
I first am slipping inside of the temple,
Ooh, slip and slide.
Mm.
and then I'm going to polymorph.
Okay. I heard into a 2x2 thingy.
Giant shark.
Ah, see.
Yes.
Now, there's no way of me saying you haven't encountered one of those, because you have. So, do I
Yes.
have a thing that's close enough to a giant shark?
Owl bear.
What?
Generic fish
An
token.
owl bear. Yes, an owl bear.
My
That-
god,
that-
owl
No,
bears,
you know what?
the sharks of the land.
Let's make
Yeah.
you another water creature. I mean, you aren't actually this thing, but I'm gonna let you use the tile. There you go. You get to be lobster.
Oh,
man.
yes.
Of course.
You get to be lobster man for the tile wise, but for all intents and purposes, you are a giant shark.
Yes.
As
Alright.
as Malcolm swims in through the surface after the 2 harpoon strikes go off, you watch as on the inside you hear the faint muttering of arcane and druidic words being spoken. Before Jamie, you watch as this red tiefling in completely soaked furs and leaf transforms into a relatively large giant shark in this water as he is now there. Does the shark have anything blood related?
Blood frenzy. The shark has advantage on melee attack rolls against creatures that doesn't have all its hit points.
Okay, you will gain that benefit against everything within this area.
Oh.
As you go into this form, you look at the idol as you knew it to be, the large single column which then branches off into the 5-point star with the circle in the center, made up of human corpses, or corpses, I should say, bone and meat matter. You can, as you are in this area and this general vicinity, anything which is blood related, you gain the effect to use that.
Sweet. Alright.
She has advantage
Well,
against everything.
I'm chomping down on this guy.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Alright.
Advantage, how many of those do you get to make?
Let me just double check.
I think it's just one.
That hits.
Yeah, it's just one bite attack.
Okay, how much damage?
It does
And I
3d10 damage though.
Yep.
Wow! You need another
Yeah.
one of those. There you go.
Please.
3d10 plus what?
Plus 6.
Okay. Low damage, but still 3d10
Yes.
plus 6. James.
Yep.
Is that red?
Yeah,
Is that
orange,
against
sir.
green or blue? Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me to use those against you in the future.
Shut up.
Dang.
No, you don't. No.
Oh,
I just looked and I was like, 3d10? Monk, eh?
Wow. What's the R
Oh
though?
yeah.
5.
I need some HPs to roll for this thing, please.
Just use the average, it's fine.
The
The average should just be to the left of how many what the HP rolled is.
HP rolled. Where is
If you're not looking at an
here.
official
Okay.
link, then
Okay, I
can't
got
help
it.
you. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so it would be
What's your HP and what's your AC in that form?
13 AC, 126 HP.
All right, well, I think Malcolm, you could just won this on your own, you know. But, as these things are CR2 creatures, they're gonna get destroyed by a shark. All right.
That's not all.
Hmm.
Please tell me you will do it.
Also, the shark has
I
a
can't, I don't have it.
Okay. Well,
Oh no!
one thing which is actually very important here is polymorph in action.
Polymorph. Oh shit! I don't think
It
I
is
could
an
have
action,
done
yeah.
that.
Okay,
in
in which
light.
case I can just reverse the damage because he was on full HP
Yeah.
before this, so that's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, I didn't read your message, sorry. I will
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
do it. I will do it.
All right.
You will? Yes. I'll be
Alright.
back.
Okay. Oh no, I know what you're doing already. Shall I already? Because you're going to enlarge a shark.
Yes.
Oh no!
I am a big boy now. No.
The Mega Gigalodon.
Oh my goodness. If he
Yeah, Chris.
yeah, but if he crits,
Chris.
he does 60-10 plus 2d4 damage.
Chris,
Yeah.
be thankful I didn't take polymorph because you were gonna be facing 3 of those.
It's fine. It's fine. You took sickening radiant instead. You can dump that in there and give them radiation poisoning.
We just hear the screams coming from the building, so I just then turn to Rook and say, on second thought, let's just let him do it.
Yeah.
Rook, what do you want to do? You can move
We'll
15
just
feet.
get in the way.
Yeah.
Back away slowly, not making eye contact.
Yeah, Malcolm's just showing off for the new guy.
Dear me. Right. Well.
Just wait until I get all of my levels in monk that I need.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
actually,
shark
that's
that
a point.
knows Kung
In
Fu.
your polymorph form, is your
Hmm?
unarmored AC, which is your have you got positive wisdom modifier in the shark form?
I not a positive.
As a shark?
Plus 0.
It's 0.
Okay, in which case you keep your natural armor class then.
Yeah.
You'll believe that a shark can do Muay Thai.
Look, it can.
There's only one disadvantage of being a giant shark. It's got an intelligence of 1.
I didn't think that sharks had
fine.
knees and elbows, but you proved me wrong.
So, Rook, as you're there floating in the water, you see the tiefling turn into a giant shark, and the rest of your party just go, "Nice," in synchronization. As you turn around and look at this, what do you do?
I'm really not sure. Are we going in there or are we leaving him to it? I'm waiting on a potential teleport, otherwise I'll be just moving.
Moving 15 feet, you can technically make it to the entrance, so you could swing around the corner. If you wanted to.
Or
We can hold his action and get teleported in and then
Yeah.
attack.
Or he can
Yeah,
hold his
yeah.
action until Ghaakt
Yeah,
is ready to
teleports
teleport.
in and then
Well,
attack.
we need to move down here so I can get. Well, I can get.
You
us
can move up
here
next
at
to him.
least. Like from over here, I can get us here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right,
So
I
for his,
you want to move down to me?
just so you
because I-
understand the situation with this, Jamie, for his teleport to work, you have to be next to him.
Right.
You wanna come down
And
this way?
if he needs to move in order to get a line of sight on an area, you need to be able to be in the right spot. So, for example, if he wants to teleport over here, he's going to need a line of sight, which is something like that.
Yeah, so if you come down
Right.
to here, if possible.
Here?
You'd be able to go to a maximum of
here.
either of these two.
Here.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
That would
This
work.
top.
And then on my turn, I'll go down here, which should
Hopefully
be
pay.
Yeah.
exactly where I need to be to get in there.
Bam. Ideal.
Does he need to come down a little 5 feet?
Yeah,
or...
that's fine. Yeah,
Alright, there we
it
go.
wouldn't cost him any additional movement because moving diagonally is fine.
Also, the cost of movement is just holding still.
If
Let
you
the
wanted
wave
to,
take
you
you.
can also dash to get into a better position. However, from here, you would be holding your action to do something. So this is something I didn't teach you in your little combat session.
No.
What you can do in addition to everything else is you can say, I wish to hold my action. This means that you can hold your action to perform attacks, you can hold a spell, and this means that you wait until your conditions are met.
Okay. Do I lose my bonus action in
You
this then?
would lose your bonus action, yes.
Right, okay.
And you also lose your reaction, which is used for your opportunity attacks. However,
Right,
the
okay.
advantage of it is that if you wait there, you hold your action. You go, I'm going to hold my bonus action until I'm blinked in with Ghaakt, and then I'll take my attack on my attacks on the Marrow. Then Ghaakt blinks you in with the Dimension Door. Then you get to make your attacks. So it means you can set up combos.
Cool. Cool. That's what I'm going to do then. Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
Holding
What
your
we'll do.
attacks until you're in melee range with a foe.
Yes.
Cool. Next on the initiative, Queglod and Bern, as you two are up there. And just because I'm going to fill it in so that you understand what's going on, I'll just move Ghaakt down here and do that.
Oh,
'Cause
okay,
it's-
so
it is that exact order, and yeah. So, Queglod and Bern, what do you wish to do?
What?
Actually, no, this is technically wrong, because they have the same initiative, which doesn't help.
Alright. Mr. Big Shark.
Alright then.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say it expands this way. Pop, pop, pop.
Enjoy!
Mr. Berg Shark.
If there was music, if it was possible,
Actually,
whenever enlarge
I'm
is
gonna
done, I want
twin
you
spell
to
that
please
and get it
use
on this
Crab
guy
Bot.
too.
Put it on who?
Jamie.
On Rook. Okay, Rook.
Yeah, Rook.
Nice.
I
Oh
would.
boy, is there a weight limit
Okay,
to this?
make me an intelligence check there, Infernal.
Okay.
If you hit Jamie with this, then he won't be able to be dimension doored because he'll be one size larger
Yeah.
than Ghaakt.
Yeah, it has to be the same
If
size
you
as
gave
me,
it to
so...
Ghaakt, on the other hand, then it would work.
Oh god. I
Hey,
could just
Ghaakt,
carry
you want
all
it?
of-
Ghaakt
just
has
carry
never been
all of you
swole.
there.
His speedo begins to tear
Alright.
as
Oh,
he's
no.
there, and a bit of seaweed is optimally placed as Queglod.
Oh, sorry,
That's all right.
boys.
There is. Emails
Sure,
here.
go ahead.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm not sure what the logistics are of trying to crush someone to death underwater, but I feel like I'm about to find out.
That day, Ghaakt gained an extra 2 A's to his name.
So, take it away. That's you use your action to cast enlarge, twinning spell it. You watch as Bern the human kind of swims up a bit, says a few words, casting symbols, and stretches his hands out, one in each direction as you watch as the giant shark gets bigger, and then you watch as your half-orc friend also proceeds to get bigger.
Okay.
I've seen this on the internet.
Alright. Good luck.
Yeah. I guess
I
I'll
can
do.
take care of this.
If you wish to move, go ahead and do so.
I use all my movement. 15 feet of movement. Oh.
So Queglod, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I can see this guy through the door, correct?
Now that you've been informed by Malcom as he shouted out, "There's 2 marrow and a priest," roar turned into shark.
I couldn't see before my dark vision.
I'd say he was hiding. I mean, his hiding wasn't great,
Okay.
but you just notice him now that you're in this position where you've moved up.
All right. Okay, in that case, if he's not hiding well enough that he's
It's 45-foot range, so you'll be able to hit him with Eldritch Blast still.
yeah, easily. I usually assume that most things are in range of Eldritch Blast.
Yes, but Eldritch Blast is half range underwater because of
It affects spells as well.
spell attack rolls. Yeah, it halves the range.
Was not aware of that. I have to actually take account of its range now. That's
I mean, you don't have to because it's 45 range and you've got 120 foot, so you've got plenty of room still.
yeah, but if it's half range, then it's
60.
60
yeah.
feet. So, but yeah, I will fire my Eldritch Blast against this guy then.
Okay, go ahead and make your
Let's
2 attacks.
Okay, attacking level 1.
Getting the wrong button.
Yes, I am.
Alright, that hits. Doing 5 plus 4.
5 plus, I think it's 4, yeah.
Yep, 5
Yeah,
plus
4.
4.
So
Doing
9
9 points of
so 9
damage on the
points
first
damage.
one. Yep.
And then we'll go for number 2.
Second one also hits, doing 14. So that was
Doing
9 and
14.
14. Nice, doing 23 points of damage.
Mhm.
He's looking rough.
Okay.
He is
yeah,
now
that's-
he's bloodied.
Nice.
Exactly bloodied.
Cool. I really don't think I need to actually cast any spells at these guys. Like, fucking
Giant shark. Yeah.
yeah. Instead, how is Rook looking at this point? I know.
Ready and eager for battle. He wants to show off his skills, but he knows he couldn't get close enough. But Ghaakt told him to wait, so he's waiting.
Okay. Yeah, not too freaked out about.
Not freaked out about giant shark. Don't worry. He's
Cool.
faced bigger things on land. It's fine.
Good. All right then.
I mean,
In that case,
probably the
I'm
same
just
size as
gonna-
the giant shark, but still.
In that case, I'm gonna move over here.
Whoop.
Damn it.
Felipe, what'd you do that for?
Actually, you should now refer to me as Giant Shark.
That is true.
So Giga Shark.
It's humongous shark.
Not quite Megalodon. Here we go.
Not quite
Gigadon.
Gigadon.
Yeah.
Smaller
Almost
Don.
a don.
Yeah.
What about a
It's
small?
a real shame. It's a real shame
Smaller
that
Don.
enlarged can't. Yeah, it's a real shame that enlarged can't stack, and we can't get
I know,
Pterodon.
right?
Smaller Don.
Yeah. Actually, can I go higher as well?
Yeah, sure.
Gone 15 feet, but it's like diagonal, so.
I'll give you the additional
10
5
feet.
feet. Oh. Yeah, let's leave
Yeah,
Felipe down
that's
there,
good.
he's fine.
It's fine.
He'll just hang out.
Yeah.
It's probably fairly weird
I
for
know he's
him
on
to
the
be
shoulder, it's
underwater.
You
Yeah.
can take it.
He's soaked through, he's having a bath at the moment. He doesn't like it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Alright, end of your turn.
Yeah.
Priest.
Alright, break it.
What can he actually do?
Well, he can't use Call Lightning, so screw that.
Yeah, that's true. I need to actually give this. I need to restore this guy's spell slots again. Whoops. I'm still working off of the other one where they didn't have the spell slots.
Oop.
No, but what he can use. Yeah, seeing this. He is going to use a. Yes, he is going to cast a spell from his lower area. And,
I assume I can't see him.
no, you can't, not through the wall. Yeah, you're only 15 feet up. As he's standing there, you watch as he draws a few symbols in the air. And as he does so... Oh man, okay guys, do I do the power play or do I do the interesting thing that makes this so much more fun? What do you think?
Yes.
I'd say do the fun thing.
Okay.
Fun's always good.
All right then.
Yeah.
Let's see. You watch as he casts a spell. I'm just going to say this now. Malcolm, you are all too familiar with this, as this one is also turned into a giant shark.
Bam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry, I will duel it.
As this
Alexa,
one,
play the Pokemon theme song.
yeah.
Let
as
them fight.
as he casts the polymorph spell on his ally, he is now concentrating, and he is then going to proceed to swim his full movement to behind this. He speaks something in a language you can't understand, and the rest of you wouldn't be able to hear it from this distance.
Did not get an attack of him.
Oh,
wait, he's above him. Never mind.
No, he's above. He's too
Yeah,
far
I'm
above
above.
him. Yeah. If he was 5 feet lower, then yes. But
Well, actually, hold up. What's the?
Because
What's
he's
the
huge,
range?
actually, because he's one bigger.
And I do have 5 feet range.
yes,
my bite.
you'd be 5 feet in all directions. So
No,
that
it's a
means-
5 foot reach.
Yeah, I know, which
I
is
have
melee.
5 foot reach.
No, 5 foot
No.
reach is the same as attacking with shillelagh.
No. It's reach with 5 feet, so it's an extra 5 feet.
Does it say melee reach 10 feet?
It's.
Because unless it
Oh,
says 10 feet, it's melee, so it's just an adjacent.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was. If it said that, you had an
No.
extra 5.
No, it's a confusing thing about D&D. But you are, because of your location, you are 5 feet down and 5 feet up at the same time. You are currently 20 feet off the ground, so that means you're 15 feet off, and he's 10 feet high, so you are 5 feet apart. If you had a reach of 10, you'd be able to hit him, but because it's a reach of 5, you don't. So unfortunately, you can't hit him from where you are. Unfortunately. So yeah, he's gonna move away, cast polymorph, and he ends his turn there. Moving on to the Mero's turn. This one's gonna harpoon you, or at least attempt to. First
Oh,
attack
man.
does hit. Second attack, natural 20. Okay, I could have used either of those earlier when he was, you know, coming through a hole, and I could have just held him there. But no. Alright, let's get this damage done then. So that is one with the harpoon, and then that is a bite. Yes, there's a bite and one with the harpoon. So the harpoon does 9 points of piercing damage, and I'll need you to make a save. And then the second one, which is the bite, does 7 points of piercing damage, and I'll need you to make a second save for that. Using
Yeah, +5.
You have +5, and you have Warcaster still.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a total of 16 points of piercing damage total, and you make 2 con saves with advantage. First is a success. Second is a success.
Aha! So that takes me to.
Minus 16.
Yeah, I know. I had the HP. I just didn't write it down before I did the rolls.
That's fair. Okay, as he makes his 2 attacks against you, one with the harpoon as he spikes it into your flesh at the side. It auto grapples you because you're in melee range, so he doesn't need to do the pull check. So you are grappled in place as he sticks the harpoon in between your gills and kind of hooks it onto your flesh. As he does so, he goes in for a bite as he reaches over and takes a large chunk out of your snout in your giant shark form.
That's my nose, fool.
At that moment, this one is going to swim up behind you. What's the speed of a giant shark?
A giant shark is
50.
50.
Yeah, you can get that. I don't need to roll. And with advantage, he's going to perform 1 attack, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
one
that's
attack.
one attack with advantage because of flanking. That is a 19 plus something to hit. It hits.
+9.
Yeah, it's plus 9.
Okay. I'm using them more often. You're in the Ocean Kingdoms. You need to get back in the water so I can force you to fight giant
No.
sharks.
Nope, we're not going in the water anymore. Not after seeing these.
It's fine. I'll just throw a make level
Alright,
at you
guys,
next time you
instead
have
of a boat, how about we get a flying airship?
We're
I
gonna
like
get to
that
the-
idea.
We're gonna get to the final fight against Malcolm.
he's gonna do
Aunt,
Flying
and she's like,
giant shark.
Malcolm, you think you
Yes.
can take back the throne? I think not. And then she just turns into a giant shark, waddles up to us on dry land.
You know
So-
what? That's fine. I'll turn into a
So
dragon.
you said it was
Screw
plus
that.
Take
6?
the throne from me. You'll take the throne
Yeah,
from
it's
me.
plus 6.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
19
deathless.
points of damage as it bites into you.
Okay, that's that.
19
just
points of
note this
damage
down.
and a concentration check with advantage.
Yep.
Mm,
Concentration check with advantage.
you're fine. DC's still 10, so yeah. Yeah, you watch as this second giant shark, slightly smaller than the Malcom giant shark or the Smolgodon, proceeds to go for an attack against the back fin of Malcom as it reaches over and with its large row of sharp teeth, it bites into the back and tears a chunk out, leaving a nice scar on the back of this giant shark. And you were worried about water combat. Alright. Well, there goes his only 4th level spell slot, so good luck to him. Yeah, and that's the Mero's turn. So, Ghaakt.
All right.
Go hit that guy.
Oh wait, hang on. I need to like lean this down so I can place myself here.
Or the next one up, yeah, I understand. There.
Yeah, well, it's a bit awkward since it's overlapping Rook a little bit. So from here, I'm going to put my hand on Rook's body. I was going to say shoulder, but I'm going to teleport us right behind that man, right
Alright.
behind the priest. Boom.
Alright. As
And that's my action.
Rook, as you're standing there, you're like, I just saw a second giant shark. What are we getting into? These guys seem to know what they're doing, which is great, because I know what I'm doing when I'm on land. And suddenly you feel this warping arcane as you watch as Ghaakt kind of swims up beside you, looks at you, grabs you by the top of your head. Now he's larger than you. And you watch as he swings his viol out in front of him. As he does, you watch as this door appear. He takes a step forward, kicks the door open, and the two of you get pulled through. As you appear on the opposite side over here, you see this kind of dark, scaled fish creature, Mero, with a row of sharp claws and teeth, with what looks to be bones sticking into it as it begins to slowly bleed, not seemingly harming it much, more in a ritualistic fashion. As it remains there, and as it turns to see the two of you, you have your axe raised. Go ahead and make 2 attacks for me. They are with disadvantage because
Oh,
it says
wait. Before you do that, because I want to do this, I still have a bonus action.
Okay.
I want to give a bardic inspiration to Rook.
Okay. What do you say?
Your test to join us. To join us, your test. Fillet.
You cut out there. What did you say?
To join us, your test today is to turn this thing into fish fillet.
I see.
Nice. I'll do that.
That's a D8.
Yep, 3d8 to use one you want. To hit, to damage,
Not to
to
damage.
save.
Anything but damage, unfortunately.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead. You make each attack with disadvantage because you are underwater. So
Right.
go ahead and roll 2, taking the lowest. Yeah. That still hits.
11.
Hold it.
11 plus your stuff, that still hits. So we'll mark that down as 1 hit. And if you want to make the
Right.
second one as well while you're here as well. Okay, second one also hits.
Bam.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna double check. Yes, you do have. Okay. So that is 2d12 damage plus 5 on each. So plus 2d12 plus 10. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Right.
And you can re-roll 1s and 2s. You don't need to. 18 plus 10 as you are pulled into combat, you hold yourself in place. You look at this thing, you grin underwater, and you lay in with 2 attacks, catching this marrow by surprise. As you swing in with both swings, your axe tears through the flesh of this thing, ripping through the scales and breaking it, as you watch as pieces of it just fall away in chunks as you carve with this. The rest of you watch as the axe makes contact with the marrow and tears through it. You watch as the marrow grips its side, and as the blood leaves it, you watch as the outside of the axe begins to turn a slight shade of orange, as it begins to almost light up slightly, with a strange energy around it. So that was 28 points of damage.
Bam.
And it needs to make a con save.
And it needs to make a con save twice.
Oh, yeah.
First one. That is a success versus the first one. Just meets the DC 10. Second one, it succeeds again. Also just making the DC 10.
Damn.
So that was 28, taking it really badly below what it would like to be at. Okay, so resuming Ghaakt's turn.
Well, I did an action. I did.
Oh yeah, you did your bonus action for that. Okay, top of the round. Before you go, Malcom.
Hmm.
In your Megalodonian form, and Bern and Queglod, you'd notice this as well as you're outside. As you look around, the area around you begins to light up with loads and loads of tiny yellow eyes.
It's
As
the
you watch
Quipper.
as all the walls are covered in these, and you look over and you didn't notice this before, watch hundreds and hundreds of quippers dart towards where this feeding frenzy is going on. They can't enter the temple for reasons unknown. However,
Oh my fucking
so I would like the two of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay, that's fair.
DC is not high, but just hope you do not fail.
Oh.
Okay, you both make it. As all the quippers charge towards you, as you are not bloodied, you find yourself being nipped upon and nibbled, as they seem to be unconfident as to whether to chew you yet, and if you are offensive prey. You take the minimum damage of 3 points of piercing damage. However, you get the sense that with this many quippers that they are going to be a problem. You are also classed as within 3/4 cover at the moment, because you are surrounded by fish.
Great, if anything tries to attack us, we're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you're quieter.
Okay.
Did you move away from your mic info?
No, I didn't. It just happens with my mic. I don't know why.
Okay.
Just moving it 1 centimeter fixes it.
Interesting.
Well, you know.
Okay, so, Malcom. What would you like to do? Mega Shark, what are you doing? You said a giant shark had how many hit points?
126.
126. Okay,
126.
I'm noting that down just so I've got the number ready, just in case. 'Cause this guy isn't concentrating on it. So.
Yeah, I know he's not.
Oh yeah, did you
That's
make
the
con?
thing.
Did you make?
Yeah,
Yes,
they,
I did.
He succeeded.
He
with both.
succeeded. He succeeded on both. Just he met the DC 10 once, and then he got 11 on the second one.
To break the grapple, what would I need? Can I use my
you'd-
bonus action? to
You'd
do
need
it?
a strength check, which would take your action.
Would take my action. Of course, it would take.
Just
Well, I'm
eat
not
them.
going another round with no action.
Just eat them.
so, yeah, I'm just.
Mr. Big Shark.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat the marrow because why not?
Right, make your attack roll with advantage, then, please.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
That's right. I get to.
Your advantage because of the blood frenzy, yeah.
And
the
I was talking about
1d4.
the D4.
because of enlarge. Go ahead.
Yeah, that hits.
That is
Pretty
10
low damage.
plus 6.
Damn! What is with my damage?
Fine. Yeah, the 1 screws it, but yeah. 16 points of damage to that marrow. Okay, he is not. He's doing okay. He's not doing great though. Okay. Is that your turn?
I mean,
I believe it is. Yeah.
I'm just gonna double check and see if there is anything else I could possibly do.
And no, you do not get to use the wrestler feat as a shark.
No.
Ah.
If this was the other campaign, I'd allow it. But...
I'll prioritize you with my mouth.
Suplex with his mouth, I'll have you know. Swing the marrow over and hit the other one with it.
That's what I mean, to be honest, I was thinking about trying to like swing around and fight this one and have this one kind of get like flown around.
You're bigger.
I want to see a shark do a spinning lariat. It's just a shark spinning with its tail fin to the floor and its nose up at the ceiling. Spinning lariat.
Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do.
Okay, Rook, what would you like to do? You are adjacent to the Marrow Priest.
Yeah, how do hammering horns work underwater? Do they work like normal?
They'd work
Do
like
they
normal,
work?
but because of the way you're underwater, it will be half movement each time. So you'd have to be a difference of 4 rather than 2.
Right, okay.
Yeah, if you're intending to push. If you're intending just to perform the attack with your bonus action, that'll be fine.
Okay. Right, the reason why is I was thinking of moving to the front of it, then after my attack, possibly pinning him to the wall.
Yeah, that could work.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to move to the front of him then, and
10.
do
Yep.
my attacks.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack rolls, please. Both with disadvantage again, because you're still underwater.
Yep.
So the first one...
Oh.
Close, it's the 4. 4
Right.
plus what?
What are we looking at?
You're looking at your to hit column. So 4 plus 8.
Plus 8.
Yep, there.
Alright,
4
right,
plus
got it.
8, so that doesn't hit, unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
Oh, wait, can you... Oh, okay.
Next attack.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
He
roll
also
your
has a
D8.
plus D8.
Yeah, he gets his plus D8 for one thing, so roll the D8
And the
that's there.
surge.
Oh no, he doesn't have a surge. He's a new character.
5.
Alright, 5. That is enough to hit, as you managed to hit with one of your attacks. Go ahead and roll a D12 plus whatever.
Oh,
Oop.
yep.
6 plus 5, making that 11 points of damage. Con succeeds on his concentration.
Damn it! Stop succeeding. Just die.
Yeah,
I
he's
want
more
to eat this guy.
Alright. Yeah, as you swing in with one attack with the axe, he darts out the way of the first attack. But as he does so, he swings into your next one, which curves back around, clipping the edge of his tail, catching him off guard. Then you wanted to hammering horns him.
Yes, into the wall.
Make me an athletics check, please. You do not have advantage because you are the same size.
Okay, what is that?
That is a d20 roll plus your athletics skill.
Alright, so D20.
Yep,
So,
the d20, which is 11,
11.
and then plus your
Um,
athletics skill.
Athletics, which is 7.
7. Unfortunately, this guy got a total of 22, so unfortunately you don't manage to pin him against the wall as he's... as you kind of move in with your horns, he catches both your horns with his each of his hands, and you watch as there's like a small spark of electrical energy which travels down his hands in the preparation for his next attack.
Smack him, Ghaakt.
Do you want to do anything else?
No, that's it.
We still have an action surge.
Do I have a what? Oh! Yeah,
Yes.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that.
Alright, 2 more attacks.
Right.
Lunge
Okay.
again. So go ahead and roll the 2 dice. You've used up the D as well. That hits. The next attack. And the second one unfortunately misses, so only 1d12 plus 5. And that is 8 plus 5. That's a lot of damage. Taking him very low. And he fails his con save by 1. He
Yes!
drops
I
concentration.
can eat it!
And this guy reverts back to
He's like, what the fuck am I
a
doing?
normal marrow, and he looks at the giant shark, and the giant shark turns around and looks at him, and he's like, uh-oh.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
Alright.
Yummy.
So, Rook is done. Queglod and Bern. You are currently surrounded by fish.
Yeah. 2 options I can think of here. A, we get inside the temple. I can cast Fly on both of us, if that's going to help. Would our fly
Technically,
speed,
it's
would
not
our
a
fly
swimming
speed be
speed.
halved?
Yeah, well, technically,
It's
Your
still
fly-
30 feet if it's halved, so it's
Yeah,
not
how
bad.
would that work actually?
What's this? Fly?
Fly speed.
Flying
yeah.
speed? Would that
I
be halved?
would say... Because it's a 60 fly speed, is it?
I think so.
No, it should be a fly speed the same as your walk speed, I believe.
Is that how it works?
Fly, let's see. It gains a flying speed of 60 feet.
Yeah,
Fly
that's
60
what what
Yeah.
I have in my character sheet. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I have
okay.
in mind as well.
In which case, yeah. So, in which case, yeah, it would be... I'd say, yeah, it would just be halved because you're underwater.
That's still 30 feet, which doubles our mobility.
That's pretty good still, yeah.
Yeah. The alternative is
Uh-oh.
kill a bunch of quippers and hope that they go all attack each other instead, and we
I-
escape from the chaos.
I think I got kicked out of tabletop.
Yeah, you have the Wi-Fi thing next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, just reconnect back when you can.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Infernal, Mr. Strategist? Fly to get out of here, or go for the kill spree? With
I mean, do you have like an AoE aura of death or some shit? I don't know.
I've got. I mean, I can set up Hunger of Hadar, but that.
Hunger of
I don't know
Hadar.
that
Oh,
would
quivers.
That would hit us as well, though, which is
Yeah.
that's no deal. It works if they all start going after the dead fish.
I mean, I was about to go death fish inside. Or make a death fish inside. But they can't get inside, so...
It doesn't seem like they can now.
Yeah.
Where's the opening? Is that
Yes.
It's here.
Right
Okay.
next to me.
It's there. It's this 4x4 here.
cool? So we can definitely get inside.
Hmm.
Okay.
I can make it inside without your thing, I think.
Oh, I
Because
can.
it would be
You'd be
5,
you'd be
10,
able to make
50.
Yeah, you'd be able to make it to the edge. You'd still be able to be attacked by the quippers from the outside because it's 5 foot. But with Queglod's thing, you'd be able to get inside properly. Unless you dashed, of course, in which case you'd be able to get in anyway.
You can cast it on multiple people.
Yeah?
That's how the upcast works. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because there's a warlock. I
Yeah, I
have to
forgot.
upcast everything.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so fly would work that way if you wanted to.
You don't really have a spell which would kill a bunch of them instantly.
I mean, I've got shatter, but
Would that affect you, though?
if it's an AoE around us, yeah. Yeah, I've not got spirit guardians. I'm
Shit.
very mad.
Very
thing,
shame.
So,
Hmm.
I think we just fly and we get inside, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, if we dash,
Well.
we could probably make it. Without
Yeah,
flying.
but then that's an action. Well,
That's true. I mean, it's an action on my end either way, but
I mean, I can do my thing from here, so I don't really mind.
yeah, I'd really rather not be outside.
If you want to dash inside, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
dash.
go higher so I can see this guy from inside, from
Okay.
outside.
okay. So,
Okay.
how much higher? Because if you're moving first, then the fly won't occur.
Well, he's not using fly.
Yeah,
he's just gonna
I'm
dash.
past it.
Oh, okay. How
I
much
was just
higher?
gonna go,
Hmm?
like, just enough to see this guy from the opening.
Okay, so yeah, you'd have to be at 5 feet
So,
up, right?
Yeah, I don't know how high I need to go, but I'll
10,
go.
15, 20. You have to be at least 20 feet when you go into the opening. So.
Yeah, so 5, 10. So yeah, that should get me in.
Yeah, and then are you going to go any further in?
Yeah, I'll go in here, and then I guess go 5 feet down.
Okay, so going 5 feet down. This
You
guy's
deleted the 5 thing.
So it'd be 15
Yep, that's fine.
feet
It's
total.
15 feet there, yeah. This guy's harpoon is still stuck in there, so he is going to make a claw attack as you enter.
Oh, dick.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 10 points of slashing damage
Yeesh.
as he stretches out his claw and with a quick swipe takes a strike at you as you enter.
Hmm.
Is that like Sentinel or something?
No, you just had a reaction.
Me moving in range?
You
Oh,
moved
you're
in
still
range
you're
and
still
out
in
of-
range because you moved here and then you went that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait.
thought that was the idea.
Yeah, and so you're now out of range because you moved
Oh,
out of
right,
his
I see.
area. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, gonna put my hand out and then pull some beams into this guy as I cast Blight.
Uh-oh.
You were saying about me not using.
That's... You know what? He got a really high total. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it's a hit roll, not a con save. Oops.
Yeah, Blight is a ticket.
What's your total?
Let's see.
Wait, is it? I thought Blight was a con save.
Oh, con save DC 16.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, wait, that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
so I was thinking of something else.
Oh,
I was thinking of Scorching Rays.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
use
didn't-
Scorching Rays underwater, see what happens.
Shut up.
So
What did you get?
Yeah, 4.
What?
4.
Oh, okay.
Which one are you targeting?
The only one he can target, which is the blue one.
Oh, the one that's
He's doing a Wilbur, he's going to one-shot one. Yeah, okay.
Look, it's already been damaged by somebody else.
Had 5 hit points left.
Wait, that's the
Technically-
blue one?
Yeah, that's the blue one, the one that got hit over here and
Wait,
turned
what
into
did
a
it get
shark.
hit by?
It got hit by Queglod.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? I kind of forgot. I thought it was undamaged.
Yeah.
My
Nice
bad.
Oh, wait,
Kind
it was
of
on.
killed a bit.
No, my apologies. I got their health the wrong way round. No. He is dead still, but the other one doesn't have 22 hit points, he has 5. I have them the wrong way around for some reason. I just realised you've been attacking this guy and actually doing damage, whereas the other one was hit with 2 Eldritch Blasts and has only just taken damage. So yeah. Don't worry, ignore me, I was being stupid.
So that one had 22 HP and this one has 5? Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I might have
My ma-
overkilled it.
Yeah, my math may be wrong somewhere, but for now that's, I believe, what it is, so... Meh. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh well.
Yeah, I think you did overkill it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's fine.
Alright, so do
I
you
mean,
move
then
at all?
again.
What?
Do you move at all, Ben?
I mean, I use my movement.
Alright.
I guess I'll go even high.
Even higher. Oh yeah. Getting
Then I'm gonna pump myself some temporary hit points. Hype myself up. Let's go, let's go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to nerf that.
No you don't, shut up.
I need to nerf it so that it does less.
No, you don't need to nerf anything.
It's a bonus action.
I'm
for
nerfing all of my
temporary-
spells! Oh look, I'm gonna take Sickening Radiance. Oh, I'm gonna nerf Sickening Radiance.
I haven't nerfed Sickening Radiance at all. I've just told you please don't use it
Yeah,
because
you just
it's.
banned it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't used it.
I banned it because it uses
Yeah,
exhaustion.
you took the Yuki approach to balance.
Yeah, I banned it.
He's like, I don't know about that. Banned.
Wait, why was it banned?
I didn't want people taking it because Sickening Radiance causes exhaustion.
Yeah, it's not even that overpowered. It's just annoying.
I mean, I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna use it at some.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the only thing which I'll probably change about Sickening Radiance is make it so that if they get something like, I don't know, if they get a certain amount below your DC, then they take a point of exhaustion. So then it has to have the second requirement to it. But I don't know. Anyway, speaking of which, Queglod, you've just dashed in. And Mero Priest's turn. And he's going to use everyone's favourite spell, Shocking Grasp.
Well, you're gonna take some damage, Jamie.
Right.
Oh no, I see where I went wrong. No, my apologies. He does not have 5 hit points, he has 18, because I took the damage that guy should have taken from the Mero rather than the Mero Priest. So the Mero should have that many hit points. Not because I was wondering why he was on so much health. Not. Shocking Grasp. Wow.
Max damage.
Wow. It happened. 2 natural ones.
Oh. Ow.
You had advantage. And everything.
Yeah.
The shocking grasp is being dispersed by the salt water. There is no shock.
Add my rubber horns.
Rubber. You know what? Let's go with that. He grabs your horns, but the electricity doesn't conduct through your horns. As this happens, the electricity is instead distributed into the only other conductible thing that's in contact with him, which is him. As he takes 6 points of lightning damage, dropping him down to 2 hit points.
Not got much left, has he?
No, he's a poke away from death. It's fine.
This guy lives underwater. How did you not
The
know that
poke
would
away
happen?
death, says Chris. Meanwhile, Ghaakt is there, just sort of like.
How do you
stroking
not
his
know that
spear.
horns don't conduct electricity?
Look, he's not a clever guy.
Even then,
Dear
does
me.
ivory conduct electricity?
I wouldn't think
I
so.
don't think so, no.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Bam.
Maybe he thought more would happen because you have metal ring caps on your horns. Maybe he thought they weren't
Maybe.
real. He hasn't seen a Minotaur before, after all.
Oh yeah, I suppose
That-
not
that
the
I
place to
understand.
find one.
That's understandable. All right, and then going on to the
Yeah.
Mero, who's seeing the dire situation at hand. There's a giant shark in front of him still.
That's wanting to eat him.
He's grappling.
He's gonna
Malcolm's
ungrapple,
hungry.
pulling out his harpoon, and he's gonna stab you with it again.
Of course he is.
He misses, so he doesn't get to stab you with it again.
What?
And then he takes a bite out of you. Meh. You take, wow, that's kind of high damage. 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
No, piercing with a bite. Yeah, piercing with a bite.
Oop, not that number. This is the number.
Con save with advantage.
Ah.
Or we...
Oop. I don't know what happened there.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
With the dragon box, it's just like, nope, the dice is going over.
Nope. Oh! Alright, succeeded.
Aha!
Fine still. Yeah,
Alright, Ghaakt.
this guy's looking panicky. End of his turn, Ghaakt.
Smack it.
Hey, buddy, you look like you're having a rough time of it.
Give him a bear hug.
Making the attack roll.
Attacking with my spear, so will not be attacking with disadvantage.
Alright, go ahead and make the attack roll then, please.
Piss.
Total?
Two misses.
What's the plus?
The plus, what's a hit? It has to hit. Hang on, let me check my inventory.
It would be using strength, so it would be strength plus your proficiency.
Really, I figured dex. I always figured a spear would be a dex weapon. Strength is 18, so that's plus 4.
Yes, then plus your proficiency, which is plus 3, so plus 7 total. You miss by 1 with 12.
Dang it.
Oh damn.
As you go to make the attack roll, your spear, he sees it coming, and as he is very desperate for this, he dodges out of the way of it.
This is why I don't use you, spear.
throws spear behind him.
Fuck this.
Weak.
I throw the spear behind me and it hits the other guy.
What other guy? There's a wall.
Yeah.
It ricochets off the wall.
Alright. Does that end your turn?
Alright. Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action, bonus actions. No one's really in need of healing.
No, I don't.
Queglod? You can see her under the small
But
door.
do you want a pep talk?
I mean, I guess I've lost a little bit of HP. Not much. I think I've lost like 13. So.
Level 1 wizard somewhere shakes.
It's a 1d4. Here, you're the Queglod. And I give him that healing word. That's a 1d4 plus 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll the 1d4 plus 4. While this is all going on, Malcom.
Yes.
Who's rolling this? Is that me?
It's just 1d4 plus 4, I don't mind who.
Yeah, I'll do that.
4 plus 4, you gain 8 hit points.
Thank you. That's
That's
the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Wait.
Malcolm, in your giant shark form, what do you do?
Nom.
Go ahead and nom. With advantage. It's better damage roll. 23. That's enough.
And then after killing him, I throw his body at this guy.
Okay. As you watch as Malcolm, with the large shark mouth, bites into this guy, shakes him about a bit, and then tosses him over to the other priest. As the body slams, drifts over, loses momentum, and then just slaps against him and hits the wall.
And then I end up floating above this guy, looking down at him.
Okay. Rook, you look up and see a giant shark.
Okay, that's fair, dude.
Alright. Just gonna... This. Wait, is my physics on? No, it's not. Okay, that was weird.
It's not.
There we go. I can't do a cinematic view because these pillars are in the way. There we go.
Dun, dun.
Alright, so giant shark is mucked over. Rook. This guy has 2 hit points.
And now you don't have disadvantage. Because he
Yes,
is
'cause he's
completely surrounded.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, well, I'm
So,
gonna hit him.
Regular roll.
Cool.
So
Just
2
one.
attacks.
Just one.
No, he
Oh
can
yeah.
get...
Oh yeah, you can
attacks.
roll both sides into it. Yeah.
Alright, one of your
Oh.
attacks hits. Do you want to bother rolling damage?
Nah, forget it.
Okay. How do you want to finish him?
6.
Has he still got hold of my horns?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna thrust forward, pushing him into a wall, and then cut his head off.
Alright. You watch as Rook, even underwater, manages to get a good amount of ground, a hoof digging into the ground as he pushes forward. The horns go through the upper, or just below the collarbone on the marrow as it pins it against the wall, as it's kind of gargling a little bit of breath and trying to push away. You watch as Rook brings up his battle axe, and as he twists his horns and the axe at the same time, tearing through the chest of this thing, the axe cleaves across the neck and through the lower left arm, or the upper left arm, shoulder, and breaking through it, he severs the head and the arm, all in a single swing, killing this marrow.
Bam.
Now,
Now,
do know
Bern,
that
roll me with disadvantage for con save, please.
What disadvantage?
Because you've taken damage now.
after
Motherfucker, I gave myself temporary hit.
his
matter.
roll, I'm gonna grab this corpse and come out and
It's a
roll
10.
It's a 10.
Oh wait, saving throw.
Yes.
That's 12. No, 30.
Balls. Oh.
Yes!
Alright, fine, you take 3 points of damage. Breaking into your temporary hit points.
I grab this corpse and swim out and throw it off so they go after the corpse.
Okay.
Which part?
Which exit?
I grab it and I go out this way.
Yeet. Alright, he's torn to pieces.
Yeah, yeet.
And you guys are all free to do as you wish.
Yeah,
As
you
you-
wanna...
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
As yes, as the quippers are no longer, as the quippers are now distracted with the new body. All right.
Rawr.
Yeah, is Malcolm still a shit? Yeah. Wait,
Yep.
no. Yeah, Malcolm is still a
Malcolm's still a shark. As a few seconds go by, you watch as Malcolm's form reverts, and in that
Second.
Oh, God.
I'm staying as a shark.
Also, am I still
What's the
really
duration?
big?
An hour.
All right.
Well, you get a smaller shark now.
Now it's a smaller shark. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still a big shark. Don't.
You're concentrating. You're no longer concentrating. As this room is left to bare, what would you like to do now?
I give you a message on this.
Did you? I have 3 messages on Discord, so you didn't give me 1.
Well,
Okay.
the other
go
two
for it.
answer.
Make me an investigation check.
I swim around being a happy shark.
Okay. You get what you want. However, someone else notices.
Oh no.
What?
Okay. There you go.
What?
Not another one of these situations. Damn it. Of course.
Alright, Ghaakt, you also shrink back to your usual size.
Ah.
And your mankini refits you.
Oh, perfect.
Did you like being big, Mr. Shark? And Mr. Orc?
I mean, I'm usually pretty big already.
Alright, Queglod
By
and
the
Rook,
way-
with you two where you are, I'd say Ghaakt as well, you notice the large amount of coin that's currently scattered across the table. You also notice behind it the large corpse-made idol, along with what looks to be kind of pools of... It doesn't quite look like blood.
What does it look like?
It's ketchup!
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to eat a corpse with?
Malcolm, you're a shark. Is that blood? You have the blood sense.
Yes, an intelligence of 1.
Yeah,
he
but
does
I
not
can't
understand
talk.
you.
No, jeez.
Intelligence. Can I go
Oh,
up
yeah.
and have a look?
Go ahead.
Right. Go up.
Yeah.
You go up, have a look. Make me a medicine check.
Okay, what is that?
Roll a d20 and tell me what your medicine stat is.
Oh.
Oh. Probably not high enough.
No.
Alright, I think you got a 5 with that, so yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, Malcolm reverted back.
Malcolm,
I assume I didn't see you when he attacked with the
Having
battle axe.
No, because you were down here on the other side of the wall. He was completely blocked.
yeah, looking over, as you kind of go over and you kind of inspect it, Rook, you kind of almost sweep a little bit up in your fingers and kind of smush it between them. This doesn't seem to be blood, but you don't know what it is.
I take a look.
Right, give me a medicine check.
Haha. Medicine. I'm not that bad at it. I am horrible at it.
This is in fact ketchup. And it looks delicious.
Oh, blood.
Bird, you should eat this.
Ah, no, I'm not that fond of ketchup.
Okay.
Alright.
So what's up with this idol then?
The idol, in terms of what you see, I'm just going to draw it. There's the base of where it is. It goes up, and then you see it meets in the middle, and then it goes out into 5 points, like that, with a large ring. The entire thing is made up of corpses.
Oh,
How
cool.
big is it?
It stands probably about 15-20 foot tall.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask for a banana comparison, but never mind.
Here's your banana comparison. There you go. Banana
Okay.
to scale.
Checking out the gold.
Okay, checking out the gold. Make me an investigation check.
Is it trapped?
Careful not to get. Yeah, careful not
You know
to
what?
get
I don't care
trapped this
about
time.
traps anymore. If it pisses me off, I'll turn into a shark.
Okay. The gold is in fact
that
trapped
is-
as the gold enters your pockets. As you recover from this
It
pile.
was +4.
Okay. As you recover from this pile, you recover 57 gold pieces, 22 copper pieces, or no, silver pieces, sorry, and then 10 copper pieces.
Okay, so
From the chest and the pouches?
Yes. The chest is not as
looks
full
like
as
a
it
lot more,
looks.
okay.
It's just the tile that I used.
It
10
looks like a lot
copper.
more than 57.
how many silvers?
22.
Okay. And how many gold?
3 said 56.
Makes this.
Yeah, and that would be an actual gold, so put it in as actual gold rather than platinum.
There's just 40 just between these on the ground.
Yeah, and then this is like a layer of sand, but it looks bigger. Yeah. You don't reckon. I will say one thing: you don't recognize this box, though. This wasn't here last time you came.
Okay, we're taking that too.
The gold was from the box. The box is open.
Yeah.
Maybe they can try. Maybe they can tell back in the Phoenix where the box came from.
It looks like just a regular chest.
Oh,
It's just made of metal.
I figured there would be like some type of, probably some like way it was made that can tell where the actual metal was made.
If you want to
Oh,
take it back
well.
for that, that's fine. It will
Maybe
weigh
some-
35 pound, and someone's got to carry it. And may I remind you, the
I
Ghaakt
vote
already has
Bern.
a chest.
There may be some sort of divination spell they can cast on it. Yeah.
Also, because this is quite heavy for a metallic object, if one of you wanted to carry out, it would require 2 of you with a strength of 18 or higher. Which you do have, because you have both Rook and Ghaakt, but Ghaakt is already weighed down enough.
Yeah, I've
And
got this. I was
Rook
actually
has
thinking,
heavy
like,
armor, so...
Can I?
can also pop some.
how is this treasure chest that's been strapped to my back the whole time that I've forgotten about affecting me?
Apparently not.
We'll assume it's waterproof.
Did the chest get bigger when I made him big?
Oh God! I
Yes.
could have crushed him with it.
Yes, because everything he's wearing or carrying gets bigger. The stuff on the inside doesn't, though.
Hey, it might have actually
Set off the
affected
trap.
the traps. Yes.
Who knows?
Not worth looking into it. Yet.
Especially not underwater. Alright, so what do you do? Do you want to do anything, Queglod?
Yeah. Do I recognize this symbol of the
Make me
yeah.
a religion check with disadvantage.
Symbol.
Total?
Just look up. Religion is +2, so that's going to be 13.
13. From what you can tell, this probably came from some form of crude representation of one of the traitor gods or forsaken gods. You know that to be the time when the Raven Queen rose to power, and there were certain gods which did not like the idea of mortals becoming deities, and thus betrayed and started going against them. These gods were typically evil or neutral because of the way it ended up happening, and as a result, quite a few were banished to the outer realms of the astral sea, eventually peeling off into the void. This may be some crude representation of it, but you aren't sure which one.
Okay. Right. So, what do we plan to do now then? Are the quiffers still going at it outside?
Yes. Or at this point, one of you takes a quick check. It looks as though the corpse is mostly destroyed, apart from a few bones which are floating about. The only other thing which does catch your attention, who would be checking this?
Probably me with the higher passive perception.
Okay. As you look
Yeah.
out, the only thing which is unharmed, even the bones are harmed, but the only thing that's unharmed out of the entire corpse is the brain.
Brain.
You now begin to draw conclusions as to what that meat on the altar previously may have been.
Brains.
Brains.
Oh, Bern!
Brains.
Bern, we
Huh?
have
What?
brains.
No, I'm not eating more brains. I am done with eating brains.
Are you sure?
Bern enters a
Yes,
second.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to go into another 6-day coma.
Yeah, go into another food coma and then wakes up and is like, oh, end of the time skip. Great.
Apparently, brain delicacies aren't really a thing.
Oh, they are. You had an elder
Just
brain
not when they're
delicacy.
edited.
A good
This
point.
is a marrow brain delicacy. Come on.
I haven't heard of that kind of dish.
And don't worry, I can prepare it for you. I'm a good cook.
I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass.
My pie should say other. Because I rolled it at 20 on that pie.
I think I've had my fair share of brains for the next 10 years.
You can never have too much. It might raise their intelligence.
Sick burn. Alright. So, what do you guys do?
I kind of vote we go back. Spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I think we're done with our splunking trip.
Yeah.
Is this a normal chest or?
Yeah, it's a metal chest, but that's about it.
Non-magical. Okay.
Non-magical relics, but yeah.
What about the human thing? The corpse.
Oh,
Yeah, do we want to like
the corpse symbol?
dismantle that?
Yeah.
Make me an Arcana check. I would say 2 people max. Okay.
I
so
believe Queglod has
Oh,
a good
yeah,
arcana.
I'll do it with detect magic
Okay.
up as well.
With Detect Magic up. Okay.
19.
Nope.
Oh, doesn't
With
matter.
Detect Magic, I am going to give you advantage because it's an Arcana check for Detect Magic, and Detect Magic gives you a bunch of information anyway. So
There you go.
Okay.
19 for me.
Uh,
I was planning to do detect magic.
yeah, 19 for me.
all right.
Yeah, I
There
can
are-
just do it for free.
Both
so-
of you notice this at the same time, and it is immediately disturbing, as you both realize that this is this is a dark holy symbol. 2, it contains a portal to another plane of existence. You aren't sure which.
So it no longer contains.
Hmm?
It no longer contains it, or?
Well, the symbol has the portal right down the middle of it,
Ah, okay.
and you get a sense that this altar is built around it.
Oh shit. Is there any way to learn while playing a ghost?
I'm gonna say.
We'll shove your head in
What are
there
your
and have a look.
languages?
Languages.
Let's see.
I'm gonna say
Sylvan
only
and
those who
Common.
use their Arcana for this can tell me their languages.
Oh.
That's Common and Sylvan.
Common, Halfling, Dwarvish, Gnomish.
Okay. Neither of
Nothing
you
is
know.
helpful.
Neither of you can tell what plane of existence this would be. There are a few ways to find out. One is go through it. Two is to open it a bit more. To do so, you'll have to destroy the symbol and then open it. Or try other experimentation methods that I haven't figured out yet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Such as send Felipe through.
Oh!
So, couple points. First of all.
Actually, we haven't actually trained that.
Mhm.
Hold on. One question I want to ask first is when we encountered the portal to the jungle plane, we could tell that it was a one-way trip there.
Yes.
Is that the case here as well? Or?
You don't know
You
because
don't
it
know.
isn't open enough. So think of it like this. In the jungle plane one, you had the ground level and then you had the large portal that was split, something like that. Right? Whereas this, you've got basically the tree trunk of the idol itself with the branches coming off, and it's like that. It's closed.
So opening it a little bit wouldn't, like, do much.
Opening it a little bit wouldn't tear it open, but it would mean
Okay.
you'd be able to potentially identify where it is, and you'd also be potentially able to figure out the best way to close it, if it's a threat or not, that kind of thing.
That's fine. I guess we should try and open it a little bit.
I will assist.
I do think we should. I don't know that if we should do it now.
I mean,
Are we prepared to deal with whatever's going to happen? Like,
I will eat it.
if we open it and realize we don't have the means to,
I will eat the portal.
Alright.
Nom. Now,
how
Mal.
do you?
yeah. Like,
How do you
first of
close
all,
the portal, by the way?
It's like this. Malcolm turns back into a shark and then goes up in front of the portal with his mouth wide open, so that when we break it open, whatever comes out goes directly into his mouth.
I just cast Hunger of Adar at the opening, and then we just leave.
Why don't we scrub it off? Because I don't think I want to do it all. Whatever it could be, can't be good.
But yeah. Do we know how we might go about opening a portal, and
Yeah,
how
how
we
do
might go
you
about
close a
closing it?
portal?
How do we destroy it?
Opening portal is
Do we- yeah.
easy. It requires you to have a sense of magic up to up to a spell that would be able to have a act of transportation. So this would either require you to have the plane shift spell. This would require you to have something like transport via plants, dimension door, anything which is short range teleportation or long range teleportation, or planar existence
Wait,
shift.
you can use Dimension Door to travel within plane?
No, but the
Well,
idea
on
is
its
that you can
own.
open pre-existing portals by having an innate understanding of how the magic works. So
Closing?
Ghaakt is the only one who can open it. Closing,
Currently.
typically that requires either the plane shift ability of a higher level, or for you to try and dispel it using dispel magic and other things. However, it only removes the break currently if it's a natural break. So for example, like the jungle plane one, was a natural portal. That one can reoccur, and it may reoccur at certain times of year. It may then automatically close, and so on. If it was a manually pulled open portal, then it being closed would close it forever unless the entity that opened it came back.
And I'll be giving a report about this so they can figure out more about this portal if they so choose to.
Yeah.
So you want
My-
to leave it then?
So you want us to leave it alone for now?
It would probably be a good idea. We don't know
My
what.
guess would be that
Which deity
yeah,
was the symbol to? By the way?
You don't
well,
know.
We don't know. Yeah. We know it's some sort of like tracer god.
Would I be able to give it a shot? Because I remember the last time I was here, I didn't care about the pointy thing. I just wanted to test.
Yeah, I'm going to say you wouldn't know. Just because if the two people who would probably have a higher perception on the religion of this, or the Queglod,
I
who
didn't
would
get
be
to
the
make.
only one who knew, I'd probably give the only other one to. Actually, no. I'd give the other one to Bern because Zenfir is
I'm
one of
proficient in
the.
religion as
She's
well.
also one of the Ascension gods.
Ah.
So if you want to roll, I will allow you
Yeah.
one religion roll with again disadvantage because of the nature of this. Anybody who isn't affiliated with the Ascension gods will not be able to gain it.
Can I re-roll with lucky?
Go ahead. It will just take the d20 now, rather than disadvantage. Second luck point.
Fuck.
Third luck point.
Oh, 17.
It's okay.
17. I just closed it. You recognize this. You would recognize this vaguely, and probably some representation of Maldoras. Maldoras, the stolen reality. And the only reason that draws you to this is you look at it, you think, and then it looks vaguely similar to the symbol, which is a barbed brain. Brain in the center with 5 points coming off of it. Or 6 points coming off of it, I should say.
So Maldoras, the god of what?
Maldoras, Malduras, the stolen reality. You get the name, you get the effect of it, and you understand that Maldoras has the ability to create planes of existence and portals. She was particularly dangerous, and more often than not stole people's consciences and stored them in planes of existence for her to utilize. She has a great affiliation with demons and devils.
So
Particularly
this
abyssal.
could possibly. That's a thing.
How far away is this from Adamantium?
It's underneath. Well, actually,
it's not underneath. If you were gonna walk manually, it's a 3-day journey. If you're taking the cheatsy portals, which is what you guys have been doing, to the regular walking spot of Bessie, then it's about half the travel.
The old walking spot, Bessie. Rip.
Yep. Bessie still exists.
Yeah, no.
She was just taken underground.
She was just relocated, yeah.
Yeah,
You may never see her again.
that's the whole point. I want to see her. It's Bessie. We must see Bessie.
You got
Okay.
Chunk.
So
You can take him for walks. He needs them.
I don't think he'd want to go for a walk.
There you go. There's an idea during your time skip. Try and take Chunk for a walk. See how that
probably more like a roll.
Final boss.
goes. A roll, yeah.
Taking him for a walk.
I'm imagining it's like what bodybuilders do when they just like get some tires tied to some string and they just sort of like run it up a road. But it's Chunk.
Oh man, it would be great. It's like you're level 20 characters, and it's like, okay, so you're level 20 characters. You've defeated the arch villain of the campaign. Now what do? I try and take Chunk for a walk. Oh no, you fail.
This is going to be part of your Rocky Balboa workout scene. Part of the,
You finished the campaign with throwing a 20-ton boulder at the final boss. I tried to take Chunk for a walk. You cannot. You cannot pull Chunk.
Chunk is too strong. Alright. So what do you
weighs
do?
more than an immovable
I believe it was agreed we would head back now.
yeah. So my
Yeah, we're gonna. Do we want to explore the rest of the cave or not?
I think the best thing to do would be to leave, contact the proper authorities for dealing with something like this, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so leaving the place B, you head back. You head back to Adamantia, and you end up in the Undercity. Rook, by the way. A very interesting experience for you. Still there, Jimmy? Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Jamie?
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Okay, yeah.
It caught me while I was eating, sorry.
One thing that is very new to you. These people that you've fallen in with, yeah, they're part of the underground in this city. And you've kind of been forcefully indoctrinated into it, which basically just means don't try to pull anything.
And you get your very own orange scarf.
Yep.
My very own what?
Orange
Orange
scarf.
scarf.
Oh,
the
perfect.
roof.
Yeah, that's their sign of you work here.
Bam.
Yes, now we must tax you 20% of everything you earn to the tavern.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's fine. If you want to hold my axe for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh, I got disconnected.
Roll. I got
Everybody got
disconnected.
disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh, that
Oh.
must be a Steam side thing then.
Oh no, please don't be Steam servers again.
It's fine. We're about to finish anyway. Yeah, it was. All right, I'm gonna roll for you, and a stream has this to verify.
Cool.
If I can cast enhance ability on myself.
Nope.
I'm
you do not
turning
have
into a
time for
gorilla.
this. You don't have time for this. Oh man.
That's a power move.
I can't
Okay.
turn into a gorilla?
13 plus something for taking the axe.
+2.
Okay. Plus
Wait,
2.
strength.
Con save.
Oh, con save.
Yeah.
+8.
Okay. So 21. As you take the axe, nothing seems to happen at first. Then, your left arm becomes dislocated as the axe weighs several tons now, as your arm shoots to the ground as you are unable to lift this thing. Your arm dislocates, you feel the pain travel through your form,
Oh.
and then you feel, and then the rest of you watch as the outside of Bern's skin goes black, charred, and begins to crack off in chunks. What do? Do you continue holding? Do you let go?
Oh, I let go.
Okay, you let go, you slip your hand back. The cracked chunks are still there. You can't use your left arm for 2 days. And you watch as Rook reaches down, picks it up with one hand, and puts it over his shoulder.
So it's like the
Okay.
armor. It's like the adamantite armor.
That's not fair. You didn't tell me it's gonna burn my arm off.
Yeah, you should probably get Sasha to look at that.
Someone heal me.
There's plenty of magic around. I'm sure you can get healed.
Yeah, come on, let's get you back to Sasha.
Okay. Healing wise, no one is able to repair your arm.
Fuck. I cast Mending on it.
Okay, that works.
Oh!
As the damage that has been done isn't organic. And you watch as your arm begins to reform. It is still black, but the darkness of it begins to recede slowly over the next 2 days.
That's just some bruising.
Interesting.
I'm glad.
Very strange.
Getting the sense of it, greater restoration and lesser restoration didn't work on this. Nor did healing. And we'll say that you went places to find
so
that.
it's unorganic. Okay.
And the nature of it seems to be very powerful.
Yeah, it's unhealable through healing magic. Okay.
Your arm is relocated though, that's easy enough. Ghaakt gives you a punch and it fixes it.
I got medicine, don't worry.
Yeah, so's Ghaakt. He just slaps
Give me
you,
a nice
slaps you on the
massage,
shoulder,
please.
hurts you, and snaps your arm back into
Not
place.
really much of a masseuse, but... Oh.
It's fine. Just inspire him and then click his arm back into place. I'm sure he'll be fine. Alright.
Break an arm. Break an arm, Bern.
So, you go back into Adamanthia. You are now in the Undercity. You were going to go and refer this all to Rahal?
Yeah, I'll be taking...
Okay.
If nobody else wants to join me, I'll be taking the things with me.
The chest or?
The chest?
Yeah, if nobody wants to go with me, I mean, it's fine.
Because
I just was just gonna get the traps disabled off the one chest and bring it back. And
That
figure
was-
out what the other chest was.
I mean,
I mean,
I
we're
was
not
gonna
going to leave until you're done, because, you know, the fish outside, we kind of need a corpse to be getting picked while we get away.
We're
You're already
back
back
in
in Adamanthia.
Adamanthia. We're in the
Oh.
Undercity.
What?
How do we get here?
What?
So, what do you show Rahal?
Well, I
I'm
wrote
still in my
down...
bikini.
I did Bern tell me about who the altar symbol thing was to?
Did you, Bern?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, I wrote that down, and I also wrote down the
The Thieves' Camp message?
yeah,
Okay.
that, and I also put down that there was a portal to some other plane of existence.
So,
With
you
the-
put down the portal, the symbol. This is taking them to. They're taking all this information to Rahal.
Yes.
Do you give her the chest?
I ask if she can be able to get the traps disabled.
She says that'll be easy enough. Do you? And that's what you give her. So you give her the chest. You give her the information on the symbol and the portal.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, as that all happens, half a day goes by. The chest is opened, disarmed, that kind of thing.
Gee.
It's just listen to do it.
What happened? You broke up a little bit.
Yeah, I broke up a bit.
Oh, okay. I said, speaking to Rahal, she gets someone to deal with it. They open up the chest, nothing's wrong. And they bring you... bring you 2 of the 3 smaller boxes, now disarmed.
Whoa. This is a scam.
Hold up. I ask why the third's not here.
The individual turns to you and goes, Rahal said it's of particular importance to something going forward.
I go straight to Rahal, because I'm curious about this thing.
Okay.
Is the server back up or no?
No. I'm just going to close the server in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. As you go back to Rahal, she is there. You walk in on Rahal.
I was wondering, what's with the third box? Why is it important?
It was something I requested. And so I would prefer to keep it rather than give it to other people. I let you courteously take the other things which I also asked for.
I was
If
just
that
curious.
isn't enough, I can take the other 2 as well.
No, I was just curious as to what it was. That's all.
Well, you've got your things.
Well, I guess on the way out I figure out what's in the other 2.
Okay. In the other 2, in one is a beautiful gold dragon hair comb.
Oh, beautiful.
As it's a hair comb made out of pure gold in the form of a dragon, and the eyes seem to be set with beautifully polished and cut garnets. It's quite a pricey object. And in the other one, you open it up and you see 6 jade figures. Each is in the shape of a what looks to be a soldier of different types. This would probably form up 6 pawns of a chess set.
And they're magical?
No, none of this is magical.
Oh.
Aww.
The rough value is 1,500. If I gave you 6 temporary soldier figures, that would be worth like 20k.
Yeah, well...
Wait, so... Wait.
If you're
Should have at least given us one.
No, if you're thinking of the figure spell, if you're thinking of the figure magic items where you bought the elephant on Thursday, you can go and get it yourself. By the way, you have an elephant on Thursday. Use it.
Yeah, I know we have an elephant.
You had a place on fire. You had the perfect opportunity to summon your Neferjabur. And send it into
Let's
battle.
just summon this giant elephant on the boat.
Does it have a name?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. It's like Herbert
I have it.
or something like that.
Nelly.
Now let me get up for you.
No, it has a horrific name. It was like,
I'll get you the name.
look, I rolled random names in a generator and it came up with some Cthulian stuff. It was weird, so it became its name.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dukazoo!
Dukazoo. So yeah,
Dukazoo, I choose
you receive these. If you wish to sell them, you can go ahead and do so. How much? Are you just going to sell them at base price?
How much did you say they were?
The Dragon Comb, if you're trying to find a seller, somebody is willing to buy it for 700 gold pieces. The box with the full set of jade figures, someone said they'll buy them for about... Probably buy them for about 110 gold pieces each, or if it's for the full set, probably pay you also 700.
So, it's about 40 profit, and we can split that amongst each other.
Hold on a minute.
Hmm.
150 for each. Sell them one by one.
He's willing to buy them for 110,
110.
not
Oh.
150.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's willing to pay an
I
extra
thought it
40
was
GP for the
150.
set. No, 110. Do you sell them?
Does anybody vote no to selling them?
Does anyone want
The only thing I can think to do is to keep them as
Does
prizes
Ghaakt want
to rub in the
the
faces of
comb?
the absentees of this session.
I mean, does Ghaakt want the comb?
Or does
It's
it
fabulous.
come do anything?
It looks pretty, and it's worth 700
Very
quid.
fabulous.
Holy damn it! Ghaakt is a poor student. They're not one to look a bunch of money up the nose. So
Looks at student loans, looks at the combs like, I can't afford that.
hell no.
I mean,
Yeah, sell them.
By the way, can we just bypass the issue that Ghaakt managed to pay off his student loan by busking in the street for 2 years?
Well, if it didn't do that, the income from the bar definitely did. At least their share of it.
That's true.
how much were his student loans?
A lot. You don't need to know how much. Anyway,
You could have just simply answered yes.
yes.
Does
Yeah. No.
Does- That's
I was gonna ask if anybody has any issues with me keeping the comb and selling the others. I won't take any from the split. I would just like the comb. It's a dragon.
Sure.
Must have.
It's your aesthetic, man.
My whole thing is dragons.
Yeah, if you particularly want
We
it,
know,
then yeah.
we know,
I
Malcom.
think that's okay.
Alright, so add
In terms
a...
of in
so
terms
add-
of money, Malcolm's been pretty generous so far. So
Yeah, so add a pure gold dragon comb with garnet eyes. I'll send you that again later if you need it. So you now have that. And you sell the box of the 6 finely cut jade figures for 700 gold, which is split evenly between your party of 4 due to the nature, provided you're paying Rook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rook gets his money. I don't
Yeah.
need
Alright,
of it.
in which case that goes to about 175 each?
How much?
175 each?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So each of you can add 175 gold to your inventory.
Cool.
Math, please, math.
If you're a weak babby, add 17 plat and 5 gold.
What?
Shut up.
175?
You don't need to say
175, yeah.
There we go.
Oh wait, that I just added that gold to Grimm's inventory. I was like, wait a minute.
No, bad.
Yeah, this looks a bit wrong. I know I had more gold than this.
Alright. Well,
400.
as you guys complete your mission, you enter into the next few days. Vedantis is there, which for all of you who don't know who Vedantis is, that is Malcolm's girlfriend. Well, kind of.
Oh.
Kind of, sorta.
Yeah, she is a relatively pretty green tiefling, wearing kind of a lime green winter clothing. Same kind of stuff as you're wearing. And she's kind of dressed for the occasion of the winter festival. And the first flakes of snow are beginning to hit the ground. Rook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow.
is-
What is this?
You look outside. You don't know what this stuff is.
Oh, you're in the same boat as I am, I see.
But
Oh,
doesn't know
good.
this is either.
There's weird white stuff falling from the sky.
It's
I
the
don't
sky.
know.
It's falling.
Oh no, not
It's
the
some
clouds.
Queglod's transportation.
Yep,
to
the
explode.
clouds are dying.
Why are the clouds dying?
How do we
There's
fix
been a
the
battle in
clouds?
the sky.
Yeah, it's their molting season.
Yep,
Ah,
that's what happened.
I see. So do people bury them?
You watch as a kid gathers up a ball of this and just chucks it at his friend.
That's what people do with it.
Why?
That sounds disrespectful.
Bern's just like screaming.
They're dead bodies. What are you doing? You can't throw them around. Oh
Well, why don't you try it? See how it is.
no! Where's the respect? Shouldn't we give them a proper burial? Tries gathering up every single snowflake.
As Rook goes over to pick up the snowflakes, they just melt in his hands.
What have I done?
No, you killed me.
You've killed it even more. How could you?
Oh no!
This is kind of inverse to Ghakt's first experience with growing up in the underground of the mountains. During their first year of the Bard College, except for it was more of a hell yeah, let's throw clouds.
Let's throw clouds.
Let's throw clouds. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh man.
Been underground my entire life. What is this? I haven't seen clouds.
Cloud.
Bodies of the fallen, and we're frying them around. This is so wrong,
So,
but so fun.
Well, I mean, you say that, but like only a few hours ago, we threw a fish corpse to some smaller fishes to act as a distraction.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that. Touche.
as you're all standing around watching this relatively interesting interaction of individuals not knowing what snow is and the throwing of dead cloud corpses, that is where we will draw our session to a close. So, thank you for watching. If you did, hopefully you enjoyed, and we will be back next week. Actually, no, correction. We'll be back on Tuesday in 2 days for the Battle Royale.
Hell
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
That's gonna be chaos.
Between all of the members of Sunday and Thursday, and we will see who wins the long run. Probably not Victor, but you know, he's playing for sport. All right, so thank you.
Thank
for
God the
watching.
rogue isn't
Enjoyed.
involved.
We will see you on Tuesday and Thursday and Sunday, because that's when I do my regular
All right.
streams. Well, not Tuesday. All right, bye.
Wednesday.
Okay, adios.
Bye.